Live for part three. Live for part three. Well, let me hide that. Let's see if I can beat the algorithm. Salute. Trying to beat the algorithm right quick. The small hat algorithm. Small hats has taken over TikTok. I don't care what y'all say. We don't see the same videos no more on the daily feed. You know, the stories that's exposed and everything. You don't see none of them videos no more. The U.S. and the small hats have taken over TikTok. This was once a safe space for everybody who left YouTube and Facebook. Small hats has compromised this site, I'm telling you. They shadow banning and censoring. That's one telltale sign of the Small Hat Confederation or the Small Hat Union. Y'all already know who the Small Hats is. You can't say their name because the people the people that run it is the people you can't talk about. They have a conspiracy to usurp the original people and exalt themselves over the original people. Y'all know who the Small Hats is. The ooze, the Small Hat ooze, and this goofy, corrupt, de facto, brinky-dink, doppelganger government. You know what I'm saying? The shadow ban is in live effect. And they are not the USA. Notice how the Supreme Court does not say the USA Supreme Court. It says the U.S. And I'm people. I'm people. PNFN. People Nation. The real republic for which it stands are the United States of America. We are the United States of America. They are the... Notice how everything we do, they copy. Everything we do, they copy to a T. That's what colonization is, man. They did not come colonize these tribal nations. They didn't colonize Morocco, the Morocco Empire. They colonized America. America, the Republic of America. Morocco was not colonized, contrary to what these Morocco dudes are teaching y'all. They didn't colonize India, contrary to what these Amerindians are teaching y'all, these black Indians. They colonized America, the republic for which it stood. And they suppressed the Creole native people who spoke Latin, because those are free people that they are not supposed to bother. The Negro Republicans, those were the governments. The Republic of America. The United States is de facto. Their language is de facto. You can go and look up what is the language of America or the United States. It's going to show you that the United States, English is the de facto language. That means the democratically used language. The default language is English. We speak Creole here. We speak native Creole. So the United States is standing in your place because you are the people of the public of the Republic of USA. Like I said, everything that's on their little news propaganda sites, it always starts with the U.S., the United States Supreme Court, the U.S. allies, the U.S. aid. It's called U.S. aid. It's not called United States America aid. It's called the United States Constitution, the United States Supreme Court. It's not the USA. Those are the people that's being denationalized and suppressed and marginalized in their own land. I'm telling y'all, they are being colonized. Colonization is when they go into a society that's already set up. How could you colonize tribes? You're not colonizing some tribes of people. That's why this information about the old world buildings, people are starting to realize the old world buildings were here already. That's colonization. A society that was already set up is colonization. They are colonizing the original American Republic people. The original republic was already satisfied from East Coast to West Coast, North to South. You find these buildings in Halifax. You find them in Quebec. You find these buildings in Toronto. You found the old world buildings all down the East Coast. You found them all in the South, in the antebellum South. You found them all in Latin America, these old world structures. This place was already built up. This TP stuff has to stop. This is the replacement story. They have a new replacement story Hollywood is portraying every day. Because if you tell a lie long enough, you'll start to believe it. They have the replacement people, the actors that they're paying to take your place. You are the republic. You are the Americans. They never say American. All of the names, the misnomers, black, white, Afro, they have rights to these names. As a black, you have no rights. You are a person. A person is their property. All of their property, they giving names to their property. And you are sitting up here letting them use you by accepting those terms. They never use American when they say the United States. Donald Trump is the president of the United States. Donald Trump is not the president of the United States of America, Holmes. They never say the United States America Supreme Court, because they will plagiarize what's yours that you've abandoned. You've abandoned the USA. You've left your status. You've left your standing power to accept a term called black with these mentally delinquent beings that's always, oh, Black Lives Matter, oh, we's black, we's going back to Africa. You're following those actors. Somebody said, dog, what? Like, you come in here calling somebody a dog, asking me what? Like, you already know where your mind is at. And it's these the type of people that gather in these types of settings and videos asking questions. These are the type of people asking questions when it comes to politics, policy, governance, and civility. This is what we're dealing with in America. When we're talking about legalese and law, we are attracting these persons who have no comprehension on law and how to upgrade your status and recognize and get recognition as a law body accepted. They understand no civility and statehood and nationality. If you ask the average person their nationality, they're going to tell. Matter of fact, I'll give you another one. Ask them their race. I promise you they're going to try to validate being a black. Black is an English word that is owned by a foreign corporation. Black is not nothing they invented. That's what a minority is. A minority following person, a pure, they're accepting terms given to slaves. Ask them their race. I promise you they're going to tell you black, but they'll tell you English is not their language. So you did not come up with these concepts. You're letting someone tell you that your race is black, and they're going to stand on it. The average black African American, they will get mad at you if you say you're an American, not a black. They'll get upset with you. They'll get highly upset with you. Like you're a traitor to their cause. What you mean you an American? You must wants to be white or something. That's how they gonna look at you, like you wants to be white because you're an American. That's their mind frame. This is the mind of a minor, of a person, a ward of the state. Someone who can't grasp the concept of nationality and nationalism and owning property and land and standing up and learning legalese and law and international law. International law set in stone, already agreed upon by the nations of the world. You got to study that. It's there in writing. You study it and become it. They don't do that, so they don't know nothing, and all they do is project their ignorance on you. Oh man, it's a scary, scary sight. It's scary. They just think it's going to come to them, but you got to study law. Lawyers go to school to study law. Attorneys go to school to study law. Judges go to study law. And you think you know something because you watch TikTok, because you listen to Earth Speak, who can read rocks. And we know the truth now. And Dane Calloway, you think you know something? They are not law officials. They're not privy to international law. They don't know nothing. And you are the Americans, the United States American Republic. And let me share this image with y'all before y'all get out of here. Because I know the algorithm is real. The small hats got the algorithm. I just want to show this right quick. This is the original hidden indigenous Mexican. These people look nothing. This is actually in Mexico. People selling turkey. That's the turkey bird of the Turk people. They're called the Turk people once upon a time, and their identity was a switch. This is the originous people in Mexican. Look at her covered up because they are Muslim people. There were once a great Muslim people in Mexico. Indigenous Mexican. And we have these people getting on here arguing with us every day that are mestizos. Understand, they're not telling you about people like this. They're just going to say, oh, that's an African. This is what we're dealing with. We know these are the real Mexicans. But they're just going to get up and say, oh, those are just Africans. They were brought here. This is the grand conspiracy to swap identities. But that's not what I want to show y'all. I actually want to show you this. The USA versus the US. Which one are you? Which one are you, man? USA versus US. Which one are you? Are you the US, which is the corporation, or are you the people, the USA of America? United States, what is your state status? United Status Americans. We're United Status. What is your status? Your status. What are you stating in America? Where is your statement? Your statehood of America? What is your nationality? Tell us now. It's not a person, because black is a person. Afro-American is a person. Afro-Indian, Amerindian. Those are persons. Those are subjects that just take payments to be quiet. A lot of them grew up not knowing that history, colonialism, whitewashed a lot of it. And ignorance is no excuse. Chief Big Smoke, I'm American. Salute to you. It's no excuse, TDK1 NYC. A lot of them don't know, but it's no excuse. USA versus US. Those are categories. Corbin Key, exactly. All that stuff I just said are different. I'm waking them up, Eric Blue. I'm coming with the new, because the small hats has taken over TikTok. Exactly, for their numeration. The small hats have taken over TikTok, so censorship is back. I'm letting y'all know that right now. It is back, and you can't talk about them, or else you'll lose you get struck down. But yeah, you are the USA, and your status in America determines your ability to represent yourself on a congressional level. So what the US is doing, we should be doing. We should have elected Congress, governors, senators, our own president. They can do it, we can do it under the USA. That means we have to elect a USA president. Donald Trump is not our president, people. They're showing you how to run a government, but that's not our government. That's why you have no rights. Right, not taking over anything. Other half blacks are calling y'all lost. I think our own political party, which is the Republican Party, remember that. But we are USA. We're not the US. That's what we're not getting. We are minorities inside of their de facto corporation. That's theirs. USA is yours. We have to elect a USA president. I'm telling you what the remedy is. We have to do exactly what they're doing, and they have no jurisdiction over us. They only have jurisdiction over you because you have nothing and you're lost. You're the walking dead. Like, who are you? You're loitering their corners. You're getting hired for their jobs. You're a person in their corporations, working their jobs, paying their taxes. You have to have your own. God bless the child that has his own. What is your nationality? That's the only discussion we should be happening. It is a national emergency. Daryl Bryant, salute. It is a national emergency. The red, white, and blue belongs to you. I don't care how many pictures they write with cartoons and say black here, black water fountain, white water fountain. I don't care. Tap that screen. Tap that screen, y'all. That's you fell for. Your ancestors was there during the inception of America. Your ancestors was there for every war. Your ancestors was there fighting, saying today's Republican Party is not founded original party. Exactly. That's called the Lily White Party. I want you to look that up. Look up the Lily White Party. We started off as the original Republicans. And this is before the Reconstruction era. Go and look up Reconstruction era. We got to reteach all of this. Look up Reconstruction era and the Confiscation Acts 1861, 1862. We was already the Republic before then. And Chicago was officially invaded in 1891. Chicago was the end of the Republic. When they toppled Chicago and burnt down Chicago in the Great Chicago Fire, that was the capital of America, Chicago. Then they moved it. Then they moved the history. They removed the history after Chicago was defeated. In St. Louis and New Orleans. The World Fairs, right, that's what they called it. But Chicago was the capital. Everyone knows it. Chicago was the capital of America. It was the capital of Mississippian City. But it was called the Republic. Look it up. Go and look at the statue of the Republic, our Republic, Mary. Go and look up the statue of the Republic, our Republic, Mary. That's all you got to type. It's going to show you Chicago and a great gold statue and the World Fairs. The expositions of them taking over these lands. But anyway, the U.S. ASU, people like this with real melanin, people brown skin, they convinced you're from Africa. That's part of the spell. It's like we got to undo that spell. Some of y'all are waking up. But we got everyday people like this. They automatically think they're African. This is not going to be easy, y'all. Now, we have a lot of Caribbean people, South American, Brazilian, Bahayan, Palenque, people in, Honduras or whatever. They know they're from here, that's this color. But we in the New North America are the only people going off a color from the English people, letting them tell you who you are. This was already established, the USA. But you have people telling you who you are, so that's a serious problem. Instead of standing on your 10 toes, suing them for slurring you. That's a slur to call you a black. That is a slur. That is an insult to call you a color. You are 10 toes down on this soil called American. So you are the people of America and your status matters. What is your status within America as a national, as a leader, government official, a religious official, a spiritual shaman, a historian, a noble, anything considering certain statuses versus a person that is being told what to do. You have considerable rights in America, but as a minority in the U.S., which is Donald Trump gang and the small hats that protects them, if they can do it, you can do it. They're not even from here. They're not even from here. If they can do it, you can do it. Look what they've done with their Congress. They're a government body. They're not no people that's being told what to do. You can do the same thing. Right now today, 50 states, exactly, they reversed it. We can do the same thing and have elections right now. We can hold elections without them being involved. We're involving them. And that's how they're using eminent domain and abandonment. Through de facto courts. They're using de facto court judgments that you're not present there to question them. And, you know what I'm saying? Deliberate. Like, hold up. Y'all are not from here. What are you talking about? The U.S. That's not the USA because, first of all, they're not Americans. They're naturalized citizens, second-class citizens, and immigrants. They're using this de facto government to hold judgment on people who have lost their mind. You have a whole continent of people who think they are black and a color from Africa who lost their mind. So they're holding these tribunals and these government meetings because they're like, what the heck has happened? These people are saying they're black. We don't know who they are. They're Afros. What is an Afro? This is America. But they can't be America, but they can claim unclaimed land. It's law. Anybody can claim unclaimed land. Like, who owns the land? Oh, nobody? I'll claim it. You're right here and not even claiming it. You got so many lost causes out here talking about, man, we going back to Africa, man. You know, with their little accent, you know, their little hood urban accents. Man, brother, we need to get red, black, and green, brother. Man, forget all that Crip and blood, man. We need some African. They went from Crip and blood to African. Woo-wee. Woo-wee, boy. Yeah, man. They went from Crips and blood banging into back to red, black, and green. Man, come on, y'all. I'm laying it down. Tap that screen. Ain't nobody laying it down like this. The other people, they want clicks and views to look good like they're historians and teachers, but they're wasting your time reading rocks, reading fake hieroglyphs, talking about mounds, building mounds. Man, we got to run a whole government over here. We got to elect our officials that can collectively represent us in these 50 states and have these international meetings. Thank you, Nubian Night Nurse. We have to have these international discourses with the planet as men, not persons, not wards of the state, not minorities. We have to have this representation. We can elect our own president. We don't have to. Check this out. I'm going to show my face again. Let me show my face while I talk to y'all. I'm going to talk to y'all. Hold on. I want y'all to know this. Let me talk to y'all. They already said Donald Trump is going to be the last president. This is it, baby. This is it, baby. They already said he's going to be the president because he's their president going forward. They need real stout leadership because they are aliens. They are aliens. It's a wrap. They know who's back. The real deal is back. They can't. I'm the leader. I am the leader of the 40-year-olds. So if they ain't tricking me, they're not tricking none of us. So they know it's a wrap. The old ancestors of the people who fall for their tricks is a wrap. So he's the last president for you. You're going to have your own leadership. That's why he's the last president. He's the last president because you're about to wake up and get your own president because we're going to make you get your president. I'm Pseudo, remember. Hit the panel. I'm going to invite you too. I got you. I'm Pseudo. I got you. Come on. I got you. Hit the panel, Dundada. Hit that. Come on, let's get it. Got you. Hit the panel, Dundada. Hit that. Come on, let's get it. Showdown. It's showtime. I got a certified goofy on my panel.
Boy, you done forgot?
No, I ain't forgot. I just remember you're a waste of time.
You
You're a
must have
child to
forgot.
me.
What you on? Let me debunk you
You're a
real quick. Get
child
him
to
on
me.
out of here.
You're just a child.
Say something. I don't want to talk. Get to the information.
Yeah, be quiet. So I got another goofy up here who harasses our leaders.
Talk about the information. Let's go.
Hold on. You just said you was finna be quiet. Be quiet. I got
information.
this.
Come on.
We got another person up here who disrespects our leaders like Noble Drew Ali, who simply says you're not a black, you're not a color. This guy thinks you're a black. He don't think you're an American. He thinks you're an African. These are the enemies.
What does black mean? What does black mean? Go ahead.
It don't matter because that's what you think.
Oh, he don't know. He don't know.
I don't care what it mean. What is your nationality?
You don't know what it mean.
Oh, okay. So we're talking about black. I got you.
Where do you derive from? Where you evolve from?
Hold up. I'm doing the leadership right
now. I already know.
You just calm down because one thing I notice about you, you talk fast and you talk often. You don't.
No, you think slow. You think slow. That's all.
Like you play tick for tack like a little kid. It's okay. I
got you. Come on, I'm talking about information. You want to talk about me? Information. Where do people come from? Where do you come from?
Don't
Noble
come
Drew
at
Ali
me.
was a magic man chewing on glass. I did a whole week on him.
Okay, we know
Information.
this. So why are you interrupting me? Why can't you be quiet for a few seconds?
Cause you ain't got no business on live. You supposed to be off this thing. I already debunked you. What is you doing coming back up?
I'm gonna get back to the discussion, but I'm finna debunk him easily, y'all. Watch this. So anyway, what's your nationality, homeboy?
What? The same as yours?
No, it's not. I'm gonna
Oh,
boot
you
you
don't
off
live in
my
America? You
panel.
don't live in America? You ain't born in America?
Hey, I'm gonna boot you off my panel, man. What's
I
your
know you
nationality?
is. I already know you is.
What's your
Mr. Don Dollar.
nationality?
Boot me off. Boot me off.
What's your nationality, fam? What do you describe
The
yourself
same
as?
thing as yours.
No, it's
You,
not. I'm
is you
not your
born? Is you
people.
born in America?
No, 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 no. No, it's not. You're not my
Are you not born?
nationality.
You not born in America?
I'm asking you a simple question. Right, he's a black. Exactly, Hunting Eagle.
No, no, no. He asked me. He asked me. He asked me what's my nationality. Don't,
Right. How
don't,
do you
don't, don't, don't.
describe yourself? What do you how do you describe yourself? Stop playing with
Define,
me.
define nationality.
Huh?
Define nationality for the people.
All right, I got you. Let me
What
go
you
and get
looking
the
at?
best,
Look at
best
me.
definition.
What you looking at?
I'm gonna go and get the best definition I can get.
Oh, okay. He don't even know.
Yeah, I do know. I do know, but I
What?
want to
Hey, let me tell y'all what
stop
naturalization
interrupting
means.
me.
When you
Hold
were
on.
born in a country.
Hey, be quiet.
Here you
So a,
go.
nat- so a nationality is a person lawful status in a country or the country they come from. It can also refer to the political independence of a nation.
That's good enough. What country you come from?
Hey, be quiet, fam, because like I said,
All
you
right,
be
what country
hyped
you
up.
come from? Drop me.
All right, fam, I'll drop you, fam.
Scary
Drop.
ass nigga. That's the Don
I'll
Dada,
do
man.
that.
These niggas run from me. They know who the truth is.
Yeah. Move around. You ain't talking about nothing. Yeah, you ain't talking about nothing. So I noticed something about him. He just type, talk, and he interrupt you with this type of feminine, zesty energy. It's like I don't understand that dude and his, MO. But like I say, Noble Drew Ali taught us we wasn't a black, we wasn't a color, we didn't come from Africa, and he's against Noble Drew Ali. So I have a problem. He said I never drop pseudos. I play with them for hours. Like I don't got time to play with you. You're a kid. Like you not proving that I'm pseudo. Yeah, I'll let your homeboy up right quick. One at a time. I got another guest in the back. I'm going to let you up if you the other guest. Let me deal with Shaka the Hunter. I got you, Omar. Let me deal with him. I want to do one at a time. I got a new method where I'm doing one at a time guests to keep people from interrupting each other. So Shaka the Hunter, what's going on, man?
What's up? I just came up and you said that Noble Drew Ali said we didn't come from Africa. I'm going to show you something like what your master teacher said. Hold on, let me get it for you.
Okay, go ahead and show me. You got the floor. You want me to expand the screen for you?
Yeah, you can do that. I'm going to show you real quick.
I got me on. Okay, I want y'all to pay close attention how I do this. Check this out. Hold on, I got to do it from right here. Hold on, right here. Check it out.
Just hit the box. Hit the box and it'll bring me up to the screen.
Okay, yeah, I got you. There it is. It is not doing it now. Now it ain't doing it. It don't let me do it on this channel. I don't get it. All right, hold on. Let me try another way.
Don't worry about it. I'll read it for you. It's right
All right,
here.
you can read it.
Just so you know it's actual source. Hold on. Somebody turned my camera off. Hold on.
Hold on, I got
I got it. I know how to work.
you. All right, go
So
on here.
this is from one of his it's actually on that site you guys go to. But if you go to the bottom of it, it says it. Just so you see it, just so you know that I'm not lying to you. This is a source. I know it's small, but this is on your actual Moorish website where you got Noble Drew Ali at, just so you can see it since you can't bring it up on the thing. But I'm gonna read the bottom part for you instead of reading the whole thing. I know I'm in the gym, it's loud. The Moorish American are the descendants of the ancient Moabites who inhabited northwestern and southern western shores of Africa. Okay, I'll go up a little bit more. Where it says, all right, but this is a new era of time now, and all the men now must proclaim their face or their free national name to be recognized by the government in which they live and the nations on earth. This is the reason why Allah, the great God of the universe, ordained noble Jew Ali, the prophet, to redeem his people from their sinful ways. The Moorish Americans are the descendants. The Moorish Americans are the descendants. The Moorish American are the descendants, just want to say it 3 times, of ancient Moabites who inhabited the northwestern and southwestern shores of Africa. This source, in that, like I said, in that website, colored folks, black people, or Ethiopians, if you type that in. Okay, it's on the site. It's quoted. You can see the little quote marks whenever you build websites. Inside the contact form or on the dashboard, you got the thing where they allow you to put quotations. That's great quotation. That's another great quotation indicating that it was something that was said by your master teacher. So I just want to make sure you get that source.
You can cut your camera back on, and I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry about that.
I didn't turn it off. One of your mods probably turned it off. I just wanted to help you with that one, man. When you said that.
I got you, but I don't want you to go anywhere. I wish I can get you on this screen, but I don't know how to do it right now. On my other channel, it's pretty easy. So let's go back to the beginning of what you read. I'm going to help you with comprehension, okay, brother? So let's read the very first beginning of what you read about the Moorish Americans being Moabites or whatever. Could I get you to read that one more time, please?
The top part of this statement: with us, all members must proclaim their nationality, and we are teaching our people their nationality and their divine creed, that they may be known, or they may know, that are the part and a partial of this said government, and know that they are not Negroes, colored folks, black people, or Ethiopians, because these names were given to slaves by slaveholders in 1779, lasted until 1865 during the time of slavery. I can read as much as you want me to, but the damning part at the bottom is that even your master teacher acknowledged that we are from Central and Western Africa, brother.
No, I just need you to read it word for word, brother. That's it.
I just did.
I got you.
I just read it word for word. The only thing I didn't do is read the other part again. You want me to read that part again?
Yeah, I wanted you to read the part about inhabiting Africa, the Moabite part, the descendants and the inhabiting part. Please reread that again.
The Moorish Americans are the descendants of ancient Moabites who inhabited the northwestern.
Stop, please.
Okay.
Stop.
All right, let's go.
Brother. Pause. Pause. With nothing to laugh about. It doesn't say we.
Bro, I'm gonna do this set real quick while I'm listening to you. I'm gonna do this set while I'm listening. I was just letting you know I'm doing my set, so you know I'm going on mute. I'm not ignoring you, but I gotta be productive. I'm in the gym. Go ahead.
All right, my bad. My bad. Okay, check this out. It says they are the descendants of ancient Moabites who inhabited Africa. It does not say that they're from Africa. It said they inhabited. And in fact, if you even read even more, it says first the Cushites left and inhabited Africa. Then the Canaanites inhabited Africa, later made the sojourn where the Amorites, then the Moabites came later from the land of Moab. That's exactly what it says. So he can't read because we inhabited Africa don't mean we're from Africa. So that's a death blow to whatever this dude represents. Do you understand me? So right, I'm gonna read it. What are you saying? What you got to say?
Okay, so where if we inhabited, Moabites inhabited, the Phoenicians inhabited, where did we come from? How did we get there? How did we inhabit it?
You asked me a question and I got you, my brother, because you're done. Trust me. I'm going to deal with you if you got time today. You do got time because you popped up here, obviously. Ancient Moabites. Watch this. I got him. Watch this, y'all. It's not going to take me long at all. I got this, brother. I'm the best at this.
All right. So what we on right now? We on inhabited, right?
Yeah,
That's what we on right now? All right. Let's get to that. Let's not shake from that. Let's stay on the inhabited part. We got to figure out how you were really loud about inhabiting somehow indicates that they're not from Africa, when it clearly, your master teacher clearly said that he's from Africa. I got other sources too. Matter of fact, bring OHF up. He got the other one too. Oh, you said one at a time. I'm sorry. Never mind. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Oh, I got you. Oh my goodness.
Wait, why is that flag? Why is that flag at the bottom? What is that?
Oh yeah, that's the two spirit flag for the Pretendians. That's called the two spirit, and they have two spirits.
Yeah,
They're
I
female.
know what two spirit means. Yeah, I know what that means. But I was just wondering why that flag up here. I was gonna drop. I ain't with that side of the house. But
No,
okay, go
no,
ahead.
no.
I'm
Those
listening.
are the people. Those are the ops who they go against us being related to Africa. I don't say we're not related to Africans. Obviously, the prophet said we inhabited Africa. But I want you to pay close attention, you and Dundada. Pay close attention to what I'm about to show you. Because this is a master class right here, guys. Now pay attention, Shaka. The Moabites and the dominion of Amexem in America. Prophet Noble Drew Ali revealed the history of the Moabites and their brethren in the Western Hemisphere, and the land referred to as the Americas, what is now known as the Americas, is a part and parcel of the dominion of Amexem. The history of Amexem goes back to the Hamites and the Cushites. According to Noble Drew Ali, Amexem is the ancient name for Africa. And in ancient times, Amexem, including what is known as the continent of Africa, North, Central, and South America, and the islands of Caribbean. So the prophet was saying it's all connected, even Africa. The older inhabitants of this region, Africa and the Americas, were the Hamites, Cushites, and Canaanites. Prophet Noble Drew Ali states that. This is the quotations part right here. That means it came out of his mouth. Pay close attention. The inhabitants of Africa are the descendants of the ancient Canaanites from the land of Canaan. Old man Cush and his family are the first inhabitants of Africa who came from the land of Canaan. That means they came from somewhere else. His father Ham and his family were second. Right? Then comes the word Ethiopia, which means the demarcation line of the dominion of Amexem, the first true and divine name of Africa. That means Ethiopia was the real divine name because Ethiopia means the land of God, Theos. The dividing of the land between the Father and the Son. This map illustrates the above statements. This is why y'all see us use this map for the Moroccan Empire. Let's go on. The prophet teaches that in the later years, many of their brethren from Asia and the Holy Lands joined them. Hold on. Joined them. The later migrations mentioned here include the Moabites, particularly those that were driven out of the land of Canaan by Joshua. So the Moabites, a particular group of Moabites, were driven out of the land of Canaan, and they went into Africa. But hold on, there's more. Hold on. The prophet goes on to say the Moabites from the land of Moab, that means the land of Moab, received permission from the pharaohs of Egypt to settle and inhabit North Africa. They were the founders and the true possessors of the present Moroccan Empire with their Canaanite, Hittite, Amorite brethren who sojourned from the land of Canaan seeking new homes. So this is what the prophet teach. The prophet teach they left the land of Moab, y'all, to seek new homes in Africa. He don't teach that they're from Africa. This guy, he just got up here and wasted our time. And that's exactly what him and Dundada does. That's all they do is waste our time, people. Do y'all understand about this? Yeah,
Is
go
it my
ahead.
turn now?
It's your turn.
All right, so let's go with that narrative. Let's go with the fact that they're not originally from Africa, since your master teacher said it. They're not originally from that part
Wait
of
a minute
Africa.
before you go in, brother. I got nothing but love for you. I got nothing but love for you. I got to ask you one question. You heard what I said and read, right?
Yeah, I'm addressing that. I don't.
All right, so it's
I'm one of those individuals that don't need. I don't need help.
I got you. I just need to get one thing straight. I swear I'm gonna let you talk, brother. What I just said and broke down is contrary to what you were just trying to tell me and what Don Dada believes, right? It's contrary. It's not the same. That means it's proving that what y'all said is incorrect. You agree, right?
No, I don't agree. Can I go now, or are you good?
You gotta go.
I actually don't believe.
Yeah,
okay, so when it comes to, oh, you kicking me off?
Yeah.
Why are you kicking me off?
Yeah. Now you gotta go. Why would I waste my time with you? Why would I do that? Why would I waste my time with you? That's slow. I just showed you that they're not from Africa, that they're from the land of Moab and Canaan, and they went there to inhabit, and you think I'm finna waste my time with somebody like you? At this point, it's a waste of time. The hell are you talking about? Get out of here. What the hell? You think I'm stupid? I don't want to talk to you. He said they can't interpret their own information. Oh my God, you're definitely blocked. I'm blocking y'all. I'm that type of dude. I don't play games. I don't play games like that. Are you saying? He said I'm afraid of his counter. What? I just proved to him. I'm blocking y'all. Why? You want me to let him counter? I'll let you counter. What is he going to counter? What is he going to counter? I ran from you. Come on back up here. Come on back up here, man. Come on back up here. Whatchamacallit, Shaka. Come on. I'm not blocking you. Come on back, Shaka. Where's Shaka at? Sentient beings, you can come up. Yeah, I'm blocking certain people. I'm sorry. I got to block. Because they'll report your channel, so I'm going to block them. I'm definitely going to block them.
So you said you read your piece. You read the rest of what was said. Now, regardless of whether or not West Central Africa, whether they resided there, the true definition of inhabiting, residing in a certain area, just read the definition. Let's get off of that. That's fine. I'll play the game. But nonetheless, they're not from America. America is not in Africa. Morocco is not in America. That's from the Levant region. Do you know what the Levant region is? So basically, this is the other part that kills your whole argument. The L, the Bay, all them damn names that are not African. Y'all caping for other people. You Turkish now. So we talking about the Levant region. So you Afro-Asiatic? Is that what it is? Your master teacher is Afro-Asiatic? Is that what we working with now? Let's say you didn't come from Africa, but now you're telling me that you okay with the whole statement of being from the Levant region, right? Nonetheless, nothing in that passage indicates America. Nothing in that passage or shows empirical evidence that that map you brought up is any way, shape, or form true to your magic man. Prove something about that. Give me some history about that. So now we talk about y'all people come from the Levant region, so y'all aligning with the Bible.
Okay, yeah, I'll address you, bro. I got you.
But it's okay, since I'm at the gym, I can't really interact with you too much. You can bring OHF up. Bring OHF up. Don't run from him.
Who is that? Who's OHF?
Nothing. OHF does the same thing I do.
Right.
Everything that I'm telling you is the same thing that he's going to tell you. Only difference is he's at home. I'm pretty sure he has his computer up. But nonetheless, you can't get away from the fact that that region of the world is where your master teacher is indicating your people, your Moors, come from. You're not American. America is not yours. Morocco is not America. It clearly says it in there. Whether you use the word inhabitant, meaning residing in this place, you had to come from somewhere to get to that place where you reside. And you can't. Now you're telling me that he's saying that you come from the Moabites, you come from the Canaanites, which are Levant region, Afro-Asiatic people. They wasn't black. So that's even scarier. That sucks. But that aligns with the fact that. Hold on. Let me land this. Hold on, Cynthia. It is true. Let me land this. Wait, what's not true? Are you trying to say that the people that come from the Levant region ain't Afro-Asiatic? What are you talking about?
No, I'm saying
you know I can get in the Bible and prove that. I'll give you every verse.
I'm not disagreeing. All I'm saying is they are a combination of both continents. So they're actually African mixed with Middle Eastern. That's why they're Afro-Asiatic.
But I didn't want. I get you. But I didn't want to go through all of that. The point I'm making is that the whole passage of Noble Drew Ali delineating from, he said, not black, we're not Ethiopian, we're not this, we're not that. Okay, fine. You come from the Levant region. That's what you're telling me. Canaanites and Moabites. Now we're taking some shit out of the Bible, which the Bible doesn't predate human beings. It doesn't predate Africa. So again, you're going away from what you really are as Africans. Again, now you're aligning with Afro-Asiatic people. That's slow. That's slow to me. That's slow.
But no, it's not. I'll tell you why. There's actually I found DNA proof. So there is a haplogroup called TM18184. If you look at this haplogroup, it's going to explain what happened. It's going to show that the people are a mixture of African and the Asiatic plates. So Asia is stretches all the way Middle East, the whole of Middle East going all the way to China. So when they're saying Moab, they're pretty much saying Asia. So when you look at the Horn of Africa, you're gonna see people with that TM184 haplogroup because they're actually a mixture because most of the people in Ethiopia are actually from Yemen. Most of them. Most of the people in Somalia, Djibouti, some of them in Sudan, a majority of them they have that DNA because there was some kind of slave trade that happened over there, and the people were mixing. And because it's Islam, it was normal practice at the time. They were taking slaves, and some of them they were just mixing. They actually had like it's almost like a breeding farm sort of thing that was going on because when you start to look at Islam, you will start to see the practices. But if you go on Wikipedia and look at TM184 haplogroup, it's going to explain how they're African, they got Arabic blood, they got Yemen blood, all that region from the Levant to all the way in the Middle East. So they are a mixture. That's even how Somalia was made. That's even how Ethiopia was made. That's even how Eritrea was made. That's even how some of the Sudanese. If you go to Sudan, you're gonna see that haplogroup is gonna be in there. That's why there's a lot of confusion when people are looking at Somalians or Ethiopians or Eritreans. They're saying they are black, they are African, but they still don't look 100% African because it's 50% DNA from the
It's
Middle East and it's
100% African.
50% and 50% DNA from Africa.
Well,
That's what happened. It's
besides
a
all that,
mixture.
man, besides all that, you already debunked Shaka. They're saying we're not Afro-Asiatic. There's
Debunk
400 million.
what? Debunk what, bro? It's still
You ain't
coming
have to
from
interrupt
Africa.
me, brother.
He
I mean,
said it
let
in
you
there. I'm
talk.
sorry. I apologize. You're right. You're right. But the
Got
point I'm
you.
making, I ain't got nothing against Cynthia. That's the homie. I didn't say
I
none of
know
that. I don't
Cynthia
care about
Bings
none of
for
that.
years. I know him too.
I know.
I'm
Okay,
not
cool.
nobody
What I'm
new.
saying
So
is,
check it out.
okay,
He
bro,
he
I ain't
he
saying you
even
nobody new. Calm down. I'm saying, you said the reason I came up is that we're not from Africa. You're not from Africa. It's your master teacher said it. Then you saying inhabited. Okay.
Master
Whether you
teacher.
came from the Levant, Moabites, Canaanites, whatever you say, is from that land, that region of the world. You're not American. Stop caping for America. That's all I'm saying. You said we not from
Ooh,
Africa.
they
Y'all not
clearly
from
can't
Africa.
comprehend.
I'm gonna let him talk,
Hey,
man.
hey,
This is
hey,
The
all
seven.
hey,
about
hey, host, is it like one at a time? We got to get in the queue. Like, I want to cook.
yeah,
I want to
man.
be
I want to
respectful
do
of your
one at a
platform.
Can
time.
we show the seven circle Quran though? Can we show that? Can we show a primary source from him? Can we
Yeah,
analyze
I
what he's
really
saying out
want
of his
to.
own mouth
I
and put
really
that on the
want to do
screen
one
instead
at a
of our
time.
opinions?
Somebody got some feedback. Somebody, but I really like doing one at a time. That's why I let y'all all up here. I really just wanted to just do one at a time because I want to talk. When I make my point, so when somebody say they debunk you or they are refuting your information, I want it to be clear when I present my information. Like I did with Shaka, I debunked him. I proved to him that he don't comprehend what inhabited mean, and I showed him in the literature where they came from somewhere else. Contrary to what he's talking about, what Moab is in America or not, I proved to him that that's not what Noble Drew Ali said. So I don't want him to comment anything else because we have the evidence that I
I have
proved.
four excerpts from him, brother.
Oh, okay, all right, I got you. I'm making a point right now, and I'm gonna go to the next guest. But like I said, I already proved to him they inhabited Africa with permission of the pharaohs, right? And then sentient being who is from Kenya, who is from East Africa, support the Afro-Asiatic cause. So I'm gonna pause that for a minute. We're gonna come back to that because I want to get to our historic foundation. But I got my brother Omar up here. I want you to go in first. Then we're gonna go to our historic foundation and we'll go to the other guests.
Hey, peace to the panel. So, it's a couple things. So, you have four different type of Moors. The first Moor that you have is real Moors from Morocco, which is in Africa. Then you have the Moorish Science Temple Moors that are a part of the corporation that was founded in the 20s in Illinois. Then you have the Moorish American. And, you know, when you look at the word ish, like Jewish, you have those that are kind of Moors, but they're not real Moors. They're just basically associated with the culture. And so that's invalid because in order to be a Moorish American, it's just like saying a Senegalese American. Your true nationality is Senegal, and then you came to America and you became an American citizen. So you're a Senegalese American. So when you say Moorish American, these people aren't truly from Morocco. And then you
Hey,
have this
Omar, can I ask you a question real quick? You
hold
mind
on,
if I ask you a question?
yeah, I'm about to go in real quick. Hold on, 'cause I got some
Well,
good
before
stuff.
you go too far,
All right.
it's still on what you're talking about. I'm not changing the direction
Okay.
or nothing
Okay.
like
Go
that. I
ahead.
just want to know, what's a Moor to you?
A Moor is one who comes from Morocco.
All right, that's a good answer. Hold that, brother. That's it. Now I'm gonna go to the next guest. We're gonna come back to Omar because you made some great points. Now,
No, I wasn't done. I wasn't even done, brother.
before I go to you, check this out, Omar. What you said is a accumulation of your knowledge. Everybody don't agree with you. I just want to share that with you, regardless of how you feel. Our Historic Foundation, what do you got to share, man?
I want to show some excerpts from the Seven Circle Quran. Somebody who just is really in a primary source, is not personal opinion. If you don't mind putting that on the screen so everybody can visually see it, because I just like to show.
I don't understand how to do this. Come on, I'm gonna try to expand it.
Host, this is what you do. Look at the bottom of your screen, right? You see the little infinity sign where it says host. Where you see that little infinity sign, hit that. And when you see that, you'll see the rest of your guests. Next to your guests, there's a box. A little, like a box with it's the four corners, and you got spaces in between the four corners. It's either under the host, under that infinity sign, or it's under the guest. One of those two buttons.
See, mine don't have it. My other channel does though. So I think I need to update or something. There's something going on with my channel.
If you double tap my picture, it might expand it, right? Double tap my picture, it give you a propped up expanded.
Let me try to do that.
Yeah, that's the second thing. If you hit one of your guest pictures, you'll see the box as well. You hit that box, that'll take them to the primary screen.
I know this is not on this channel for some reason. I don't know why. I promise you, I can screenshot the screen, but it's on my other channel. I can expand the guest over there, but not over here.
All right, I could tell y'all where to find it. So it's just the Seven Circle Quran. It's on the Library of Congress. I just pulled it up. What the thing that stood out to me was he's mentioning all the places that the work was done. He's not mentioning the Americas, right? So he's mentioning Africa. You guys can, it's kind of small, so you probably can't see it. He's mentioning all the places that the work was done, but he's not mentioning the Americas. The second part is when he actually opens up and speaks on the people, the Moorish people, he does recognize their origins as, like you said, Moab. But he also specifies Southwest Africa and Northwest Africa. Now, Southwest Africa is actually an ancestral homeland for Black Americans. It's Angola, right? Northwest Africa would be more Morocco and more modern-day Mauritania. It would be more, that's what Northwest Africa would be. And that's what we originally called the land of the Moors. But the problem is there's multiple excerpts where he's saying that we come from Africa directly. Another passage, he's also speaking about how people were affected based upon the slavery in this country. And once again, in that same passage, he also says, and they're coming from Southwest and Northwest Africa. Because I can't show this.
Quote them. Hey, not to cut you off, just quote them, and you feel me? I'll go from there.
Yeah. So the first one is the Seven Circle Quran. This is the opening page where he specifies the work that was done by Jesus, the loyal prophet. And then he also has another excerpt, the first page where he just kind of gives the origin of the Moors, a breakdown of their stories. And the thing that stood out to me wasn't just Northwest Africa, it was also Southwest Africa. That's the land that the Moors resided. He's saying it out of his own mouth, that's the land they resided.
Just quote them, man. I want you to quote everything of your claim that I can sort and recite. You know? Yeah,
so here's what I'm gonna recommend everybody does. Because we can't see it on the big screen, go right now to the Library of Congress, which they love, right? Seven Circle Quran, look at the opening passage. The second document, let me pull this up real quick. Let's see if I can get this. And it's loud here, so I do want to mute my mic up because it is loud. I don't want everybody to be overwhelmed by all this noise. The second passage, this right here, guys. It's the I can't see it, man. I really can't see this. There's no way that you can't. If you play around with it, you'll see a box to kind of expand the square.
I got you.
So I do want everybody to see what he wrote. Because I'm not into saying what I feel personally and giving my opinion. This man spoke for himself. He left a lot of words that we can examine and use our discernment to see what he's saying. I don't want us to just freestyle and to misrepresent what he's saying based on our own opinions. This man is saying that we are not original to America in these documents based on everything I'm reading. He's saying we come from Northwest and Southwest Africa, and that slavery happened as is, and it affected us. So I'm not sure where this revisionist version of a more Moorish history comes from when it contradicts everything the man said.
Are you Moorish American?
Yeah. Let him quote. He hasn't quoted anything yet. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting.
So open. Can you put me on the big screen, bro?
No, I
I'm
can't.
glad you got that. You can't put me on the big screen. All right, got you. The page before that. Here, there we go. Right there. Can you look at the page on the left? Page on the left. Not the right, the left. Okay. Can you just read that right there? That stood out to me.
Know thyself in Allah, the genealogy of Jesus, life and works of Jesus in India, Europe, and Africa, in the land of Egypt.
Yeah, no specification of the Americans. That first passage also goes into the origins of the
Jesus,
people.
though. I don't know what that got to do with us. That's Jesus.
Got you, brother. Got you. He says that throughout the book too. If you go to the first page, it's going to specify where these people are coming from in that second paragraph at the bottom. So if you turn to right there, the second paragraph at the bottom, I think we can see it if you turn it the other way as well. If you turn it the other way, we can see it as well, bro. There we go, right there. Okay, you mind reading that bottom paragraph?
I got you.
And the top two, if you want to really get some context. The very top two, because talks about Africa or something.
Just mute up right quick because you got feedback. All right. The genealogy of Jesus with the 18 years of the events, life, works, and teachings in India, Europe, and Africa. These events occurred before he was 30 years old. Let's go down. The industrious acts of the Muslims of Northwest and Southwest Africa. These are the Moabites, Hamathites, and the Canaanites, who were driven out of the land of Canaan by Joshua, driven out, and received permission from the pharaohs of Egypt to settle in that portion of Egypt. In later years, they formed themselves kingdoms. These kingdoms are called this day Morocco, Algiers, Tunis, Tripoli, etc. So what's next? There you have it.
Once again, there's no passage that's talking about the Americans. That's all. There's nothing, and no juncture. Southwest Africa is literally where we're from as African Americans. So he's literally referencing the ancestral homeland of Black Americans.
I got you. I'll get back to you. Appreciate it.
Can I jump back in there?
No. We're gonna go to Don Dada next. We're gonna just go to each guest. But Don Dada, it's on you, and then we're gonna come back to everybody else. I got you. I'm gonna answer everybody's questions. I'm cold at what I do. For all of the Moors in the chat, if y'all want to expound and give me some notes or whatever, cool. But I'm cold at what I do as well. But Don Dada is next. Whatever you agree with or disagree with, we're giving you your chance to shine like everybody else. Don Dada, are you there? Because I already know you understand where you losing at. I already know y'all can feel it in y'all spirit. Well, I already proved Shaka was wrong. Oh, he said unmute him. Okay.
Wait, how you prove me wrong? Oh, he just said the same thing, bro. You're not from
He
America.
haven't said anything. He haven't said anything at all.
Oh, okay.
He just said what he comprehends, Shaka. He just said what he comprehends. That's all. So
All right, yeah, bet. So where was we before you dropped me, right? He was asking me my nationality. We had him look up nationality, right? I told him before he even looked it up.
You a simple question, man. A simple question.
Exactly. But it's not simple if you don't know what the meaning is, right? So he had to look up nationality. I said, define nationality.
No, I didn't.
He gonna look. You did go look it up. Stop lying.
No, I didn't have to. I didn't have to. I could have told you my definition, but I went for a technical definition.
But you looked it up, right?
Yeah, I did. I'm admitting it. I wanted
Okay,
a
okay. So we
technical
already caught him in one
definition.
lie. We already caught him in one lie, so he already debunked. So we
I'm
already
not
figured out
even
he a lie because
lying.
he just said he did it. He just said he did it.
Man, you up here with this word
You can't
salad.
deal with me on no level, bro.
TNF, look up
Let me
chapter
rock out.
47,
Kiara,
number
stay in the
7.
stay in the child's
I
place.
know. I
I'm
already
not a
know about
Stay in the
child.
child's
this.
place.
I'm
Stay
not a
on mute. You
child.
said
I'm
you
a
come
grown
off mute when it's
woman.
time for me to talk.
I'm
Ain't
going to
ain't it
look
ain't it
up.
ironic?
I'm going to look up
All right,
chapter
now listen.
47. I'm
So
going to
so he
do that.
said
I
so he
got
went to nationality. So he went to nationality. He said it's the nation you're born. He says the country you're born in. I say, what country you born in? He dropped me.
no, that's not
He
why I
dropped me.
blocked you. I didn't drop you for that. You
No, you
kept
dropped
talking
me.
and you
Look,
wouldn't be
he already
quiet.
talking about he ready to block me so
You
bad
wouldn't
he
you
can't deal with
wouldn't
me.
be
So
quiet.
back
You
in the
just
day,
keep
is it
talking.
my turn to talk or
Like
what? So back in the day, this is like 3 months ago.
still
This
my
is on his
show.
PNF
Still
page. This
my
is on his
show.
PNF
No,
page.
don't let him talk. Just read chapter 47,
He
number
talking about
7.
no.
Stop all
Read
the
chapter
talking.
4.
Exactly.
Read chapter 14 if you want to read one. Right.
Stop all the
So
talking and read
all
chapter
right. So yeah, it's amazing.
47,
I
verse
love when they
7.
talk when I talk. So yeah, the dude a couple months ago he talking about more means Mason. Yeah, you remember me? Yeah, you remember
Come
me.
on, man. This is emotional, man. Let's get
Man,
with some
hey
facts
man,
or
hey,
be
wait your
quiet.
turn. They can't wait. They can't stand the Don. They can't stand the Don.
You not no done. You a
They can't
peasant.
stand the
Hey,
Don.
let
They
him
can't
talk,
stand
man.
me,
Let him
man.
talk, please, y'all.
I
Let him
already
talk.
debunked him. I already made this dude tell you he a
Hey,
liar.
Don, hey, look, you doing all that talking
Man,
about you
keep on, man.
debunking, man,
Listen,
but you
you
being
keep on talking
emotional.
while
You
I'm
ain't
talking,
said
man. That's
nothing
the
based out
safest
of
thing
fact.
y'all could do. The safest thing y'all could do is interrupt me, man. Y'all know who the hell it is, man. Y'all know who it is.
No, we don't.
That bullshit fly with everybody else but me, man. The
Man,
bullshit
you
fly with everybody
cap.
else
You
but me.
big cap, Don.
Hey,
It's
just
the
let him
man.
get it. I
Listen,
just want to hear
Man,
what the
just
brother
let
got
him
to say.
talk, please, y'all.
The
No,
host
he ain't
said it
got
was
nothing to
my
say.
turn to
He ain't
talk.
got nothing to say. He
The
ain't saying
the
nothing.
host said
That
it was
man
my
just
turn
be
to talk.
I know
babbling.
he
Ain't
ain't.
nobody came
That's
to me
more
like this when it was
evidence.
Hey, can
anybody else
somebody
turn to
Y'all,
read
talk.
that's
chapter
more
47,
evidence.
number
I love
7?
it.
Before we can stop all
It's
the
more
babbling.
evidence,
I
y'all. Let
love
him
it. I
talk.
love it.
Just
The
one at a
pseudo
Chapter
came
time,
waiting his
y'all.
turn.
47, number 7.
Hey, let's
Check
break
your
bread,
pseudos,
man.
man. Check your
Iron
pseudos,
sharpens
man.
iron, y'all. One at a time. You know what I mean?
Check your pseudos, man.
We
I
I'm
all
love
about to
it,
still
check it
man.
have
right
the
now. Somebody
original
Look,
read
look, look,
chapter
look,
people
look,
of
look.
I'm gonna have to boot
America.
y'all. I'm
47.
gonna have to boot y'all if y'all don't be quiet. Please let them talk. Please, one at a
Hey, man, I
time.
got him on the string, man. I got him on the string. Yeah, yeah. I'm the new Geppetto. It's not Noble Drew or Ali no more. I'm the one
And
pulling
you
the
gonna sit
strings.
here and listen to
I'm
this.
Let
pulling
them
the
do that.
strings.
It's
It ain't Noble Drew.
okay.
It
It's
ain't Noble
okay.
Drew Ali no more. So the last receipt I pulled up a New Jersey newspaper. I already got Noble Drew Ali talking about he can cure tuberculosis, the same shit he died from. Why you didn't cure yourself? Let's start there. Oh, okay. Oh,
Okay,
okay.
all right, that's
Let's
all
pull
you
up chapter
got.
47.
I'm
Let
still
me
not
come in. Let me
black.
rock out, man. Why?
Uh,
Hey, host. Why can't I talk, man?
I'm not going. You got to
He
get.
ain't
Hold
saying
on.
nothing.
Hold on, brother. Please,
Why
please
can't I?
mute your mic. Mute your mic for a second, brother. Mute your mic for a second, because I got to get order on the show and create rules and regulations because we don't want people running on just causing confusion. You got to make a powerful statement, a stance, a proclamation, etc. You're not just gonna run on, run on, run on, run on. You do that on your channel where you talk
All right, I got
exhaust.
you. Let me go then. So a powerful
Where
statement.
you
So
know
boom.
you
Where
don't
I was
seem
at?
to
I'm
get
got you.
exhausted with talking. You just talking, talking,
Oh
talk. I
yeah, because I
want you
got
to
a lot.
reiterate.
I got a lot of knowledge for you. So here we go. So
I
he
don't
said
want your
nationality. He
knowledge.
already define
Hold on. You
nationality
got it.
for me again.
Let me do something for you right quick because I'm muting you for a reason so you can get some in your brain. I'm setting the precedence on what I want you to do up here is make a statement or a quote that we can go and disprove or prove. That's it. I don't care about your
Already
idea.
did. I already did two of them. Two of them. You got to keep up, right? So nationality. You said nationality is the country born in, but let's start there. What country you born in? Same one as me. All right, next one. I made another one. Go look it up. Go see if Noble Drew Ali said he can cure cancer. I got the newspaper. You won't dig deep as me, right? He died of
Is
tuberculosis. He
that
said,
it? Is that all you got?
why you stopping me? Why you stopping
I'm
me? You
telling you,
know,
I'm not gonna
you
let
just
you
said it
just go
yourself.
on,
You
man.
just said it yourself. I could go on. I ain't even
No,
got to
I
say two
didn't, man.
things.
I'm gonna have
Y'all
to
hate
move.
on the Don, man. Y'all
That's
hate on
it.
the
No
Don,
more of
man.
that stuff. I'm gonna move on
Hey,
to the
okay,
next
look, we gonna do it
person.
like this. When can we do the 1v1, man? When you free for the 1v1?
Man, I'll come on your channel next time you go live and you can talk all you want, brother. Not
I
right
be
now.
like, no, I want to do it on your channel.
All right, we can just do it, me and you, later on, man. When you can just do
I'll
all
be
that. But right now, I gotta go,
between
man.
7 and 8. I'm gonna holler at you between 7 and 8.
7 and 8. All right, bro. You can do all that woo woo woo
All
later
right,
on, brother.
I'm gone, man. Don't talk about me when I leave like you did
I
last
ain't gonna
time.
talk about you, man. You got it, bro.
All right. I'm gone, man.
Ooh. All right, so he got
I
his
want the
little
one
time,
on one.
to do all that. Brother Shaka left. I mean, everyone knows why they're leaving because I made it clear. They don't know what they're talking about. We all seen what I did, but we're gonna read
read from chapter 47. Because guess what, guys?
Thank you.
Guess
Thank
what?
you. Them brothers say
They
they
haven't
said
made
nothing
any
about
sense.
America.
brother, they have not made any sense up here. They lack comprehension, brother. Just like how I proved when he said, your own prophet, your own grandmaster teacher said we from Africa. I went in there and showed you in the literature where it says they went into Africa and inhabited Africa.
Fact.
First, Cush,
Fact.
then Canaan, and Ham is their father. Then come the Moabites from the land of Asia, from the land of Moab. That's exactly what it said. So that proved that they wasn't from there. They went there. So I disproved him. Then they want to talk about other nonsense that don't make no sense. It's like nothing but confusion, guys. Nothing but confusion. I'm the best at this, man. I got a
You let him talk too much though.
Yeah. But you know, the more he talks, the more mistakes they make. That's what I like about that.
That's a fact. But if you ain't coming with nothing concrete and no evidence, we just talking about emotion. Why are we talking? Why am I listening to that? Like, come with something real, man. Like, this just it's that simple to just read chapter 47, verse 7. All them other brothers were saying he said nothing ever about America. And that clearly would shut that down. It's just blowing hot air for nothing. But that's all I wanted to say. Just if you feel like he said nothing about America, read chapter 47, number 7, and that'll shut that down. And I'm done with that.
Okay, let me see. Number 45, number 46, number 47. Okay, so I'm gonna have to, before I let y'all talk, let me do
number 7.
You said number 47, right?
Chapter 47, and then jump to verse 7.
All right, I got you, brother. Watch this. I'm gonna do this for you. Let's go ahead and stop the screen. We gonna get to business. Yeah. Love you, bro. Hold on, what it do? Oh, I done messed up. Hold on. We gonna get to business. All right, here it is, right here. So, chapter 47 starts down here. Oh yeah, you already got him. Wow. Egypt.
I mean, it's that simple. It's very simple. Like, either you know what you're saying or you don't.
And guess what, brother? Just talking. Guess what, brother? And it goes back to this with the dude out here storing. He's up here now. Where he at? Let me get him back up here.
You can be quiet. His best move is to be quiet while I'm up here.
Let's get him back up here. Get on
they
back up
here. They just misinterpret words. That's all.
That's all they do.
They just read what they want to read.
Understand when they want to.
Mm-hmm.
And that proves they lack comprehension. Watch this. Historic foundation.
With the right one.
Yeah, you cold-blooded, Mo. You cold-blooded. Come on up here. I'm waiting on him to come up here. Watch this. We got you now. Because that's what I was going to tell him, that Egypt is America. It's the dominion of America is the dominion of Egypt. It's what will draw Lee teach.
Like the sister said, like, if you're not Moorish American, why are you trying to tell a Moorish American what's being said?
Now look at this. See, this is what he's interpreting. He's saying Jesus and the life works, India, Europe, Africa, and Egypt. But he failed to even go back here where it fully explains Egypt right here. It breaks it down with the dominion of America. Look at this, y'all. The brother, thank you, brother, for coming up here. Look at this. Egypt, the capital empire of the dominion of Africa, the inhabitants, come on, brother. The inhabitants of Africa are the descendants of the Canaan from the land of Canaan. Let's go down here. Oh, man, am I on the right page? I'm not even on the right page. I'm tripping. This star's right here. Is that 47? That is 47, right? Yeah, that's it. And you said number 7. Hold on. Where is it at? Okay, here it is. My bad, brother. Their dominion and habitation extended from the northeast and southwest Africa across the great Atlantis. And I remember one dude said he didn't even mention Atlantis. Wow. Even unto the present North, South, and Central America. And all he said he didn't even mention America. And also Mexico and the Atlantis Islands before the great earthquake, which caused the great Atlantic Ocean. So all I want to know from this dude, because he keep not getting up here, why did you leave all that out? Why would you leave all that vital information out since you just gonna piggyback off a few words? I don't get it. I don't get you dudes, man. So yeah, that's pretty much, man. I got a new guest up here. Y'all can go in. I got China. I got Omar, man. I just feel like
All
we
right.
made, and they all ran away. They're gone now,
Hey,
but yeah.
hey, I got it, but I still have an issue. That's why I was trying to break down the different Moors, because you got the esoteric Moors, and you got the problem I have. If you say that this is the motherland, right? Because this is the motherland. I got research that supports that. But the problem is when I read the treaty, I'm gonna pull it up. So when we look at the Moroccan treaty, this is the problem that I have. It's a couple problems. Well, before I get into the treaty, when Noble Drew Ali set up the Moor Science Temple, when you look at the articles of organization, it was incorporated through the state. It wasn't a 508c1a. It wasn't a private ministry. It was a public ministry. And so when you give the state jurisdiction, that shows me that he didn't set that up properly. That's the first issue I have, which is why it's a divide in the community. Because I've had debates with over 100 Moors on my stage on Clubhouse. You know, I got a big platform outside of TikTok. I'm new to TikTok. So you got Moors
Once again,
who
ignorance.
you got Moors who
Let them talk.
separate themselves from the esoteric. They call them the sovereign citizen war, one who is selling processes and stuff like that. You know what I mean? There's no unity. You got brothers who like, nah, we don't do no UCCs, we don't do none of that. We straight, you know, we're
And you breaking down the four different Moors of your perspective, I respect that. And let him get his shine on y'all, and we can.
That's his perspective.
I
That's
know
not
you
law.
gonna get a chance to correct or dissect it in a minute. That's all.
Okay. Pardon me, brother. I'm just passionate about what I do.
no,
I
that's
know
all
it,
good.
brother.
Yeah, nah. Like I said, bro, I whoop ass in the court. Like I'm him, bro. Like I know we don't know each other, but like I said,
Right.
I've had a lot of debates with Moors, and there's some
Yeah.
issues that
We
I
just
have.
want to
You know what I mean?
tackle what you believe about the four different Moors. That's all. We respect that you got all the battles, but we want to deal with the information. I want the
Yeah,
other guests to be able to expound as well. So before
right.
I let brother IGS go in, China, do you want something to say right quick? You got something to break down?
Yes, I do got something to say. Now, PNF, I know we don't always see horses on all the information, but I'm a step over be a woman and let you know that I did more extensive researching. The stuff that you were saying the other night is true. But however, I know I had pushed back against you when it came to Earth Speaks. And the reason why I say you and Earth Speaks is better off being together than being enemies is because y'all have the same information when it comes to this Atlantis and this being the true ancient lands. Now, however, around that time y'all talking about the American Indians were not here. So based off ancient times, this is more land, you guys. And the reason for that being, I know everybody is not biblical, but going by biblical text and Noble Drew Ali, they were here. I had to research that myself.
Facts.
See, I rock with Earth Speak and his esoteric way of teaching, but the problem is he supported Dan Calloway. He didn't do his research about Dan Calloway. Dan Calloway is bought and paid for. He's mainstream. He could possibly be a Mason, and he's against Moors. He's against anything Moors. He's plagiarized my information. He was sued for plagiarization, so he supports a fraud, and that's my problem I have with Earth Speaks, because birds of a feather flock together, and they all have this agenda to go against Moors. Now that they don't want the primitive lifestyle China of the teepees, they want to claim the buildings. So they want to change
No,
Moors
but
into
I'm saying
merds.
that's the original term. The original term was to be the first high priest, and Earth Speaks do teach that he do. So
Right.
that's why I say I know a lot of us don't see horses on a lot of information, but that's because some of us are still ignorant and set in our ways.
Right. And you gotta
Some of us
understand,
are choosing. Some of us are choosing to stay
Chapter
ignorant.
47.
I'm the authority on the matter, not him, and I want you to listen closely, because not all children are high priests. So, I understand Moors mean high priest in ancient Anu and Egypt, but children are not high priests. They're little children. So, are they Moors? So technically, a
No,
child can't be a Moor because they're not high priests. So that's not the same Moor we're talking about. He's talking about a whole different Moor, and he stands to be corrected. And that's my problem with people like that. You can't correct him because you can't prove to me that a 2-year-old child is a high priest, brother. And that's not why we're Moorish. And like the other people was up here saying, you can't tell us why we're Moorish. You can't tell us why we use the word Moor that sounds like the word y'all using. It's not the same. We're talking
The
about
only
mother. We're talking about God in the sense of deity. Mother
the only
Mary.
issue with that, the only issue with that, good brother, like you know, we can go deep into the metaphysics, but the problem is a lot of Moors they like to use treaties and the fleshly stuff. If we use the fleshly
Yeah, but
stuff and
they're
you look
not
at the
Moorish
treaty,
Americans. Hey, brother Omar, those not Moorish Americans. They differ from us because Moorish Americans, they follow the instructions of Noble Drew Ali. These treaty Moors that are separatists, Morocco dudes,
so,
they're not Moorish Americans. That's
so you're
what
not a
y'all got to
temple
pay
Moor.
attention.
So you're not a temple Moor, is what you're saying?
I support the temple, but I'm a civic more. That mean I'm a national. That mean it's my government and my religion. I'm both. I'm a Muslim. So a temple deals with the knowledge of the Muslims, and we do the temple. I mean the civic part. So let me explain something to you when you say it's four different mores with the temple or whatever. So the temple is our meeting place. It's our sacred grove. Like anybody in the country have a place to meet up. And we want to differentiate ourselves from people who want to do it their way versus what the prophet brought us. So being in the temple is out for our salvation. It's not saying that we're different, like, oh, we some temple, church people. No, we want to stay away from the madness of the world and these dudes who think they know more than Noble Drew Ali. We want to stay away from them. We don't really care about the Morocco Moors, the esoteric Moors, the paperwork Moors. Please just stay over there with all that. We're going off Noble Drew Ali. That's all we stand. We're happy with what we have. And if y'all don't like it, just leave us alone. That's what we're saying. We don't want to disrespect y'all or nothing. You don't never catch Moorish Americans disrespecting y'all. We just want to stay away from y'all because that's not what the prophet brought. You
So let
feel
me
what
ask
I'm
you
saying?
this: if that was his intentions, why did he incorporate? Why did he create that particular structure in Illinois? I don't know if you went to the Secretary of State to actually see what I'm talking about, but why did
Oh
he?
yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about with the 805 ILCS 100. Check this out. Did you read the Prophet's Plea to the Nation? Did you read that?
Mm-mm.
Oh yeah, but in the Prophet's Plea to the Nation, he clearly states, like on his national identification card, that we are USA citizens, that we are Americans, and it also says in his Constitution, his 7 acts, that we are part and parcel of the said government, and we are to not overthrow the government. He said that we are a part of the said government, so that means all governing bodies in the USA Republic, we are a part of that. We're not a part of no Morocco. We're descendants of Morocco. The people that went over there, we're related to them, but we're not them. We're right here in America, the motherland, and we got to sit up here and govern from that perspective. That's why he's a part of that. Because you got to attach yourself to that in order to be a part of it. That's why he was smart enough to make himself a part of that and the religious aspect of the Mohammedan faith, which is Islamism. So he attached himself to the ancient order of the mystic shrine of the noble mystic order of the Egyptians, and he attached himself to the government of the said government, which is the religious corporation. So we have all the rights of the religion in America, and we have all the rights of our nationality, our birthright, and ethnicity. So the prophet was cold. So we're free on both levels. We have a physical salvation, an earthly salvation, and a spiritual salvation. He was just cold blooded, man. He was good at what he did. Y'all just not really comprehending what he did.
No, no, no. I see the structure, brother, but because I'm well versed in law, it's that ain't the reason why there's such a divide is because things weren't set up properly. You know what I mean? Like
No,
it's
no,
a
no. It
reason
was set up
why.
perfectly, brother, because the prophet said, check this out. I do not like cutting people off because I want you to
Right. Go
It
ahead. Go ahead.
was set up perfectly because the prophet said people was trying to do it their way and their way won't work because we are Muslim. Being a Muslim and practicing Islamism is a part of our culture and nationality. These people want to do it their way outside of Allah, who is our Father, a spiritual deity. They want to do it their way, and that's not what we're doing. They can do it their way, so we have to follow these divine instructions, and we're going to root out these people because fools are always beginning. And if they were doing better than the prophet, they would have showed it by now. Show us that you're doing better than the prophet and what he brought, and they have yet to do it. You can say what you want to say, and you can compare what you got going on to the prophet, but just show it. You feel me? So yeah, that's it, man. We're not causing confusion or hatred. It's all about love. Y'all can do what y'all want to do, but we just ask people not to slander us and talk about us because we keep Allah first, we keep mother first, and we man, woman, and child know thyself. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Right.
that's it.
Trust me. I'm a metaphysician, brother. We can, like I'm him when it comes to that. But what I'm saying is, humbly, I'm saying this to you as a brother. You have to see the error in the structure. It's a reason why you have a segment of Moors that have created such that have tainted um, what you're trying to do, which is why when you look at the terrorist organization list, Moorish Americans are on that list. It's a reason for that, brother. It's a reason why the Temple
No, 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 no. Not
Moors.
to cut you off. It
Mhm.
actually says Moorish sovereign citizens. It don't say Moorish American in the Moorish Science Temple. I've already read the Defamation League. I've read all of that. It does not say Moorish Americans and Moorish Science Temple. In fact, they made statements, and I can quote you that they made it clear it's not Moorish Americans. It's Moorish sovereign citizens, is what they say. And sovereign citizen is an oxymoron because you can't be a citizen and sovereign at the same time.
Yeah,
It's
I know
the
that.
they
Yeah,
made
but
up.
it's actually it's a valid term because sovereign. When you have people who improperly combine processes, they're
That has nothing to do
it's
with us, brother.
oxymoronic.
Those are crisis actors trying to make us look bad. That is not what we do.
No, trust
We've
me, I
had,
get it. I get it. Trust me, bro. I get it. I can feel your
yeah,
energy. I
yeah,
know
they
you're
can do
you're
that.
you're you're
Black
a righteous
people,
brother, right?
yeah, black people get on TV and act a fool every day. That don't mean that the people in the church is doing that. We're not gonna, you know, take a few bad apples and blame everybody. So we got some dudes making us look bad. We had Braswell Bay who do interviews with Vice News. We've had the brothers down in Atlanta, Saudi L, get on CBS TV and separate themselves from Rise of the Moors. We've had Moorish elders speak up and let them know we do have IDs and licenses. We do pay taxes. We do go to the military. We do have jobs. We had people prove that we are part of this government versus these dudes that's being separatists trying to overthrow the government. You see what I'm saying? But y'all don't want to pay attention to the good people up here that's putting in the work. Y'all want to look at the bad apples that are not Moorish Americans. And I'm gonna, anybody up here making us look bad, I go at them. I do a great job in proving to y'all they're not Moorish American. It's a difference between Moors, Morocco Empire, and Moorish Americans. It is a difference, man.
Let me ask you this: Are you well versed in law?
Yeah, I know enough law to represent myself in court several times. I have stood before a prosecutor and a judge for several
Hmm.
cases, and I
So let me ask
walked
you this:
out. I'm
Do
not
you know
saying
the
I'm really good, but I did walk out free though.
Do you know the difference between a 501c3 and a 508c1a?
Yeah, I kind of forgot, but I kind of remember, but I kind of don't. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you about the 508, but I know the 501c3 deals with exemptions for religious organizations and political affiliations and something else I forgot.
Yeah,
Charitable
that,
organizations.
yeah, they're both nonprofits, but one is private, one is public. And Noble Drew Ali set up the public. And that's a problem when you understand business and when you're moving a certain way in this matrix. You never have, like, if you have a trust, you want it to be unincorporated. It's not, he didn't set up an unincorporated
Ah,
structure. So
right.
that's
That's
that's a
cold
problem.
blooded. That's cold blooded right there. And we have unincorporated lands and incorporated. And I did a video on that before. You're right about that. So yeah, if people need to get into that, they need to, and that's how you probably can protect your land. Because notice how people in unincorporated areas they don't get bothered with. Have y'all noticed that?
Right.
Like those unincorporated lands outside the cities, notice how they only got one sheriff. They don't even have police really. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So yeah, that might be
Yeah.
something we need to tap into.
Yeah. That's why I be having like debates because like the last debate I had was it was private Americans versus Moorish Americans, and I basically had a bunch of Moors, different temples. You know, it was a beautiful conversation. It got chaotic because a lot of the Moors started fighting amongst each other. But what I was trying to demonstrate is what's more beneficial for our people.
Okay, let me go
And
right quick before you go too far. Matter of
mhm,
fact, finish your thought. Finish your thought. But I ain't gonna forget. Go ahead.
yeah, so it's kind of like I was telling the Moors, brother. I was like, what can you do that I can't do as a private
Okay, yeah, that's
American?
a good question. So check
You
this
know.
out. The
Mhm.
prophet brought us a free national name, and the reason why the public is important is through commerce. So through commerce, we were dehumanized, sort of. So the commercial aspect of trading with other nations is a public matter. Traveling is a public matter. So you still need an identifying free national name. And that's what the public part is. The private part is more personal. You understand what I'm saying? This is where each Moorish individual have to protect themselves. So that information you have is sort of like lawful information. All right, China, peace out. Appreciate you coming up here. That information you have is very valuable if you want to teach people on an individual basis. That's not for our religion, which is public, because you have to register your religion publicly because you could be gathering the masses for negative purposes. So you have to register your religion and your gathering congregation. So that's what that public part is for versus individuals who need to protect their land, their intellectual properties, their inheritances. You know what I'm saying? That's what the private is. You can't privatize a religion. You see what I'm saying? So I understand what you're saying, but the more he said, nah, it can't be private. No, it can't, because if it's private, we
Yeah,
can't
it could be
save the
private.
public.
No,
We
it could be
can't save
private.
the public. We can't come out here and administer to the Negro, blacks, and colors if you're in private. You understand? Because they have to have a right to the Freedom of Information Act. Through the FOI, they have the right to go through our documentation in public because we have to make clear who we are. And that's what our flag is for, y'all. Please pay attention. You see what I'm saying? We're traveling trying to wake our people up with the flashlight. We got to make it clear who we are. In the private, you're not noticed in the system. You're blotted out with a private number. You even given a private number, right? That's what that's for, to move under, like Hillary Clinton them. They move under the scenes. They have private everything. Okay, hold on. I know what y'all saying though. What's going on, IGS, man? Right, private cannot be registered. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, go ahead, brother.
No, I just came back in. I don't really know what y'all talking about. I just got back.
Oh yeah. Brother Omar is going in on what's going on with the temple and the difference between public and private and what we're doing wrong as the temple. And I'm trying to explain to him that we have a free national name to be identified as we do the work of our Father God, waking our people up, uplifting fallen humanity. And you have to register your religion when you in a group setting in a city. See, we're in incorporated cities, so you have to register religion. So he's questioning, why did the prophet register his religion?
Yeah,
Because
I'm
we
trying
are
to
in
give
the
you the
public.
science. Yeah, you don't have. Yeah, you trust me, brother. You don't. I got a private ministry. You don't have to. That's your right. You don't have to
Well,
register.
maybe your ministry not set up right. A prophet was a prophet. Like he did what he had to do as far as setting that thing up and resetting and restructuring and coming back and restructuring again. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. But then
But
again, brother.
I'm gonna go and dig into a book real quick to answer your question. I ain't gonna freestyle. So give me a second, and I'm gonna go grab a book, and I'm gonna come back to you.
All right. And then the
I just
prophet is
wanted to
defining. Oh yeah, go ahead. You got
say
something?
that a lot of these people don't know the history of the Moors or noble the Prophet Noble Drew Ali, as far as setting up the temple, and how really ever since his demise, he was, unalive. And this is a problem people don't know. They always been trying to take the temple over. And, this is where you get the renegade temples and all of that, and it just got worse since he passed away. So, and the prophet was always exacting all right in his business doings and in law. And this is the same reason why the Catholic Church, copied after him. This is what he set up. And the brother's right about the 508. We want the 508, not the 501c3, And it's a lot of information out. And the prophet wasn't even done with what he was doing. And like I said, time has changed and all kind of, as far as the lawful things and all of this stuff, a lot of stuff has changed since the prophet has passed. So, but during his time, he got it right. He got it right. It ain't no doubt about that.
Let me ask you this, brother. Why haven't you all set up your government?
Why haven't who set up? You know who your government is?
You can set up your own government.
Yeah, your government is your family, bro. Your government, when you set up your 508, that's exactly what you're doing. You have a temple. You can have a temple, so to speak, right out of your home.
But
that's what the
but
508
the religious
is
aspect is
for.
going to be different than the government.
The religious aspect is all set up the same way. You see, all that is done, and that's what the 508 is particularly there for. It's not to be out there, like we have all of these other temples or what you want to call them, but like you said, you get rid of the 503, you do everything is under the 508. Your temple, your government, everything is set up right there with your home, your family.
Okay, I see what you're saying. With the private EIN number and tax exemption.
Right.
Uh,
Right.
do they have to pay taxes? Yes, they do. And let me show you why. Um, it's called taxable income.
They pay
So it don't
taxes.
matter.
It's a different tax though.
Yeah, they still are under the same system, but y'all trying to say that 501c3 is not. They are in the same system. But if you do accumulate a certain amount of money, you have to report it. And the 501c3, I think the profit was under the 805 ILCS, but maybe some temples are 501c3 charitable organizations. If they can prove they're doing charitable work, they don't have to pay taxes.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you some sauce real quick. So the biggest difference is the 508c1A is the only structure that doesn't have to get permission from the IRS to be tax exempt.
Right, they
Also,
don't have to.
what a
It's already good, and they're not eligible for grants or none of that. So that's good. They're not dealing with the money. I see that, and they're not required to fill out reporting forms. So, and what I'm saying
the
is,
501c3 they're limited in what they can talk about. So basically, the government has a hand in that type of structure. So with the 508, you don't have it's a true ministry of God. When you have like most churches are 501c3s, these are not real churches because the government limits their speech. If not, they will lose their tax exempt status. That's the issue with the 501c3. So yeah, go when you get some time.
Right. They
Go to
can't.
the Secretary of State, Illinois Secretary of State. Type in more, and you'll see like different entities, and you will see the one that Noble Drew Ali incorporated in the 20s.
so it's called the
You're absolutely right.
805. It's called the 805 ILCS. So we have to break that down before we judge it. And I know it's for non-for-profit corporations. So yours is a private church, right? The 508c. This is for a private church. The difference between the profits is a private corporation. You see what I'm saying? It says it right here. I mean, a non-for-profit corporation. So it's called a Professional Service Corporation Act, Business Corporation Act. So his was more for a business exemption
versus a religious exemption. So y'all, that's what I'm saying. We got to dig deep on what the prophet did. The other brother, he's a prophet. So it says it right here. I can't show it. I'll show it, but y'all can look it up.
Yeah,
805
what you should do,
ILCS.
just you do a open records request with the Secretary of State in Illinois, and they'll give you the information. You'll see exactly
Yeah.
what's
But
going on.
we can still do it ourselves. I mean, yeah, you're right. I can do that as well. But like I say, it's a dealing with a non-for-profit corporation versus the 508 religious. See, 508 is dealing with religion. This right here, 805 ILCS, with the prophet registered with, is dealing with a corporation. Right. So this is much bigger than a church. So that's what I want people who's up here saying the temple ain't right to discern the difference between a law, a big corporation, whether it be foreign, tax exempt, and a church. So it's actually y'all that's doing church, and the prophet doing business. So yeah.
That's what I said. The Peoples is right. They're just not right. They're not doing it right.
Exactly. And let me read what the 508 is one more time versus what the prophet did. It clearly says under IRC 508C1A, churches that have obtained an employer IN number recognized as churches are automatically granted tax exempt. So the prophet was doing something bigger than the church, and y'all failed to read between the lines. And hey, hopefully y'all correct that now, because like the brother said, the prophet is the prophet, and he knew what he was doing. So yeah, he was doing something on the corporate level, which supersedes that of the church and the individual level. So it was a bigger governing body and larger formation, and it's non-for-profit and it's tax exempt. So the prophet is the prophet, man. I don't know what to tell y'all. It seemed like every time y'all try to point out the prophet mishaps, it always turned around that he was doing wasn't right.
That's why he said, "Immolate him, the prophet. I, the prophet, immolate me." Man, he was all right. And like you just said, this is why the church, even the Catholic Church, they copied him. That's where they got that from. They got that from the prophet.
Yeah, he was definitely business literate. Somebody talking about prophet, LOL. Man, I almost want to block you for playing like you don't know the difference between prophetic deity, religious leader versus money. That's called the hominin. It sounds the same but spelled differently. Come on, Treason. But anyway, man, y'all always trying to nitpick and just play with Noble Drawley like he wasn't just about business, man. Like y'all need to come better, man. Like,
Hey, bro, can I say something real quick?
yeah, yes,
Yes, sir. What bro looking at when he's saying 501c3 or whatever he's saying with that 501? Well,
508.
that's not the prophet. That's them dirty Moors after the prophet passed away trying to come in and take power. They not set up like the prophet was set up.
Oh my God,
Exactly.
Islam, Moab, and Moors like us is gonna free the people. And I want to piggyback off that because what the prophet left us was an inheritance.
Yeah, there
We're
you go.
inheriting what he already had, so we don't have to fix. He said you don't have to fix it. It's already, the truth don't change. So if it was the truth, why are you fixing it? You feel what I'm
That's
saying?
them
It's
dirty
already set
Moors
up.
trying to come in and take power.
Exactly, and I know the names. I don't want to say it. I can say the names if y'all
Hey,
want.
me too. But just for the sake of being oneness, I'm gonna leave that at that. You feel? But
Yeah, but
a
exactly,
Moorish
we can say
American
it.
though.
And I tell my cousins, because I used to be in the temple a lot, and I tell my cousins I'm done until they pass away. These old dudes gotta go. Like I'm not coming back until they're actually in the ground. This is how much confusion they cause. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
didn't the prophet say this is for the younger generation? Like them Moors in that time didn't even understand what he was saying. Like they were just coming out of you know their
Slippy
ignorance.
days. They coming out of their
Yes,
coma.
they didn't it wasn't even for them at that time. He
Exactly.
said,
So I don't even know. Right? Why they even trying to
"What he
leave? They
fourth
supposed to
generation,
know.
right? Fourth or fifth generation was when we gonna come into our own, which is
Yeah,
now."
you cold blooded, bro. You need to stay in tone with me because we gonna be the ones that sound off. You feel me? And do the what? We the what do you call it? The light tower. We gonna be the ones shining the light, bro. You feel me?
Most
Because they
definitely,
don't get it,
most
bro.
definitely.
You feel me? Like,
Yeah,
look,
well, I get upset with these ones, man, coming in here
change
trying
what the
to
prophet brought.
yeah, and that bothers me. You feel what I'm saying? They want to make you everything Man, look, man, boy, go ahead, bro,
Man,
because
I'm right
I,
here with you,
I'll
bro.
go.
But I'm right here with you. Islam to you, man. You number one, man. But the prophet said a lot of stuff. The truth don't change. In the presence of truth, falsehood must flee. The fourth, fifth generation gonna sit down these old schools in the back. You know what I'm saying? You can try it your way won't work. He said
Huh?
a lot of quotes that's coming
What do
into
you say? I
fruition.
gave you what you need. Now take it and save yourself.
Save yourself. Come on, bro. And guess what? Those
Huh?
older Moors that's always talking that rah-rah, guess what the first thing I ask them? I say, well, Moab, you got all these credentials. Have you saved yourself, brother? None of them have ever
And
said
who else did you save in the process?
exactly, because you know what? Man knows nothing
See,
about being told. Man knows nothing
the
about being
problem
told,
is they
right?
right.
Right.
The
So
problem is
if you
they've been
save yourself, show
following
us
these
how you
Moors who
save
don't know
yourself.
nothing.
Hey, I
That's right.
appreciate you brothers, man. I
That's
gotta
why we
run,
arguing
man.
right
Much
now.
love to you brothers, man.
That's why
Well,
we
much
arguing,
love,
or not
Bob.
arguing, but that's why we debating and demonstrating right now, because the older ones didn't have the understanding.
Or
They
the
would just
right, the
sit. They would
level of
just sit.
comprehension.
They were just sitting
Right,
there
because where you
listening to what
fail
the
to
prophet
look, I
said.
don't know why I keep pausing in and out, but where you fail to see yourself, others discover you most plainly. Because they didn't
Most
have the
plainly.
comprehension. You see, we see most plainly what they
Come on,
lack.
bro.
Come on,
Come
bro.
on,
I'm
bro.
verse 2. I'm cold with it, bro. Like, I'm one of them
Come
ones
on, big
that,
bro.
like, for real, bro. Like, had a brother Omar came
My
up
first
here with,
thing is this:
yo,
when they start talking crazy and madness, have you set up a trust? Do you know what a trust is? You know what I mean? So this is the thing that, it got me caught up a long time ago, but I was one of those Moors coming up, learning. I didn't know. And what I found out is that these Moors who were in it before me, they didn't know. I had to
They
find
didn't
out
know.
the hard way.
Facts.
Exactly. So they want you to
We
go and
still coming into that
put in the
understanding
work.
right now.
Right. They want you to put in the work because they were still, learning by trial and error, but they wanted you to do it. You the one that had to put in, do this more, do that more, and do this. But they didn't know what they're talking about. They just regurgitating what they heard, and they haven't done it themselves. You know.
Didn't the prophet say they were sleepyhead Moors?
Man, these are the same. They grew up like I know all the old guys too, the old ones that was in with the prophet, the ones who tried to take over during that time. These are the ones following them guys, and haven't learned nothing since then. So it's a journey, bro. It's a journey, and it's a journey that I've learned that I've lost a lot of family members, a lot of friends, a lot of close people on this journey. It's a lonely journey, especially when you start becoming
For
into the
sure.
knowledge,
For sure,
and
big bro.
doing what you're doing. Like I done left my people behind. I tried to explain to them what was going on. And like I said, I had to learn through trial and error. I put that work in, bro. I have videos of me traveling and being pulled over and things of that nature. But you know what, bro? And everything I have is documented. I have 7 cases that I beat traveling without a driver's license, without registrations, all of that. It's all documented. Everything on the record, paperwork. I have even one on my Facebook. So it's just knowledge, and like it says, lack of knowledge will suffer from lack of knowledge. And when you don't put in that time to study and do, I mean, it's all dealing with law. Everything is dealing with law and history. Those two go together. You can't have one without the other. You know. So when you don't have to be
Law
no
governs
big
all of
time
it.
right? Exactly. And this is the part of where you need to know. These are the things that affect us the most while we're in jail and being just brutalized and all of this types of stuff is because we have lack of knowledge. We don't know,
Facts.
things don't work. It's because we don't know and we don't know what we're doing. It ain't that they don't work. It's just that we don't know what the heck we're doing. And that's why it seems
Lack
like,
of
oh man, that
understanding.
ain't right. This ain't right. Exactly, bro. These people are just, oh my God, they get on my nerves, especially the older ones should know this by now. I told my son, you ask questions. question everything. Even question me when I'm telling you something, you know, and you learn what it,
Right.
you know, whatever it is, you got to dig for it, you know, you got to search for that. I'm sorry, I'm somewhere loud eating right now.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I appreciate this session right quick with brother IJS because what is his name? The dude Shaka the Hunter, Don Dada, and the other dude came up here. They lack comprehension, obviously, and you hit them with the hammer with that 47, chapter 47, verse 7, talking about he never mentioned America. And then I'll prove how they came from the land of Moab and Canaan to inhabit Africa. So it's like we up here, you know, these Rudy poop butts, you know, we kicking them in the behind, kicking them up out of here, and then we was able to help our brother Omar who didn't understand what we do. So this was a power bill, and this definitely going on YouTube. Whether y'all, you know, like it or not, this going on YouTube on my channel is a powerful bill. Oh my goodness, this was a cold-blooded video right here for you Moors who don't get it. And to the Moorish leaders in these temples, that's 501c3. That's why we not in the temple, because y'all didn't inherit the prophet. Y'all are not heirs of the prophet, because you wouldn't have changed nothing. You see what I'm saying? We're not rocking with y'all. Y'all are not on the real American Republic side, because the prophet said American citizens. You feel me? And he said Muslims. He made key words, so you got to be in tune with all that. And y'all are, you know.
Can I get all the Moors / Muslims to drop a one? I want to follow all y'all. I want to link in with all y'all, and you know y'all link in with me as well.
Yeah, follow each other, link up with each other, and build a community like that. It's called active, not passive. If y'all really care about your race and have race pride on what's going on in America, we got to start with each other first. You know what I'm saying?
Pardon me real quick. I'm reading a comment. What you saying? You going with that Don dude at 7 o'clock?
Yeah. I'm gonna let him pop up at 7 p.m. You know, and
that dude be on his page capping hard, man. He talking about he debunked everything, ain't came with one fact.
No facts, man. I'm talking about you chased them off by yourself. I noticed how they got up out of here really when you came. Like, get on up out of here, man.
I just go over there in their lives and sit and listen. You feel what I'm saying? I never say nothing. You know, I might, you know, comment a little bit, you know, let them know, you know, they ain't on point, but I really don't say nothing to them.
Okay, I ain't even following y'all. Wow, I'm following y'all now. You and Cali.
Link me in, bro. And the sisters too.
Man. I say, man, maybe we can come with, like, you know, numbers are always small at first. Maybe we can come up with 30, 40 people that agree. We can start somewhere because our family gonna come with us. 30 to 40 people turn into 100. We don't need to reach out to everybody at first. You feel me? Just our group.
Yep.
Maybe on Sunday we meet up and have these conversations, and it'll spread to the other Moorish people, indigenous people that know what we on, that know how to really teach what Noble Drew Ali brought. That's what we on, correcting these old grand sheiks that gotta go, bro. You feel me? One of them was harassing me earlier on YouTube. Something struck him down, and he's no longer with us. Like, I'm talking about, it was some funny events like this summer where an older Moor was in his 50s almost harassing me, telling me I'm not a Moorish American. It's like, if I'm not a Moorish American, why y'all bothering us? Why y'all telling us we not black? Why y'all telling us we not African if I'm not a Moorish American? Something struck him down, and he's no longer with us. And I just feel like that's what gotta happen to these dudes. Like,
hey, bro, law governs all events.
For real, like
all events.
These older dudes gotta go. And I mean, age don't define you. Like, 50 is young. But what defines you as old is outdated methods. It ain't working. Your way ain't working. So, like, look, move around. Allah's the best of planners. You're not speaking for Allah. You're not speaking for the prophet. Let's do this out of love. That's what I do it out of love. Stay in tune. You feel me?
Then the prophet asked, why are all these Moors in here? I can count them on my hand how many I'm going to be saved.
I love you.
Why are all these Moors sitting in here?
Why y'all even still here? Can't you see I see through you, Goofy? I see right
Come
through
on,
you.
man.
Like, why are you here? Like, come on, Mo. Islam to you, bro. You saying all the powerful quotes. Like, I can count on one hand.
Didn't Jesus tell the 12 disciples the same thing?
Straight up,
Like I
like
know who y'all are. I know
The
what y'all
big part
doing.
is the big part is he said he can count on one hand, but still have some fingers left over.
Some fingers
exactly.
left.
You
Come
know,
on, bro.
So
Come
he
on, bro.
know
There's
that.
too
Like
many
in a
more
deer,
sitting in
like
here.
so they're missing all of that. So
Yeah,
what
you
I've
know.
learned as well is that our people are a touchy feeling people, and I've learned like through my journey, bro, that I had to just stop and recalculate my thoughts and do everything as the prophet said, right?
Yep.
So I had to do it. You know, I had to show improve instead of speaking. You know, in the beginning, I was so excited. I learned all of these things, and it wasn't about me trying to change anyone. It was about me sharing the knowledge I had and see what they thought about it. You know, and that was my journey. It was like I was excited. My parents used to be like, "Why are you so upset?" I'm like, "Shit, I seen that I've been frauded all my life, and nobody ever told me about this." You know, and I was just so excited to learn all of this stuff. So now, you know, it's all about, okay, I have a trust. I have a business, you know, I've established, you know, my name as far as my status and standing. I've done all of that, you know.
Facts.
So this is what I'm talking about. I show improve. It ain't just for me. So when they come and start talking, I'm like, let me see what you got. You know, I don't want to see you setting up in a freaking temple with lawn chairs. You know, and these Moors, most of them don't even fucking travel. Excuse my language. Most of them don't even travel. Most of them don't even have an automobile. You know, most of them are struggling. We ain't supposed to be living like that. The prophet already, like you said, set it up. It's there. It's established. All you have to do is follow. That's
Facts.
all you have to do. And they failed to do that. They trying to, like I said, since he passed away and right before he passed away, when they chased him around the car trying to unalive him, these are the prophets who were just jealous and money hungry. Because they knew making a temple, you would become rich. That's what it was about.
And 501c3
That's what it
allows
was about.
grants. You know, they can get their grants on 501c3, so it's obvious why they in church. Shout out to Morris Master Teacher, brother. What's good, my brother?
Peace and love, brother.
What's going on? Peace and love. Y'all already know I've been enjoying it, man. You feel me? It's always a pleasure to, you feel me, be around some good Moors.
I'm striving to build a good more, bro. Look, I'm still in the world, you understand? But the
Yep,
prophet and his teachings is a part of me.
that's for
I
sure.
kind of stepped away
We all
to, I still
still in the
got a little dirt on my hands,
world,
right?
bro. Yeah.
So I kind of
And
stepped
we
away,
you
but
know what?
that's right. That's right.
I have friends like that, bro. The friends that I came up with. You know, I was in this so deep, bro. All I was like, okay, brother, you take this part right here and you become an adept into that. I'll take this part, I'll become an adept into this. You take this part, you become, and then we can come together with our knowledge and help each other free each other. You know what I mean? Because it's a lot, brothers, it's a lot to learn. It is a
That's
whole
right.
lot to learn,
Yep.
you
Hey,
know?
bro.
And that's
Bro,
why I was
bro.
trying to get each and every one of us to take a little bit and become,
I want to teach, man.
a professional in it. You know,
Exactly.
you do this, I'll do this. I'm going
Thank
to
you.
do the law, you do the history, you do
You,
the civics, you know,
you already get it.
everything. And then we can come together and share that knowledge and help each
Right.
other. Right? Exactly.
Yep. Yep,
Now
bro.
we done build this, we can help others. You can't help nobody else until you help yourself.
Yeah. Yep.
Thing.
Yep.
You
But
know,
just like love, you can't love
that's the most
nobody
important thing.
if you don't love yourself.
Right, right. Right, you be trying to give, and I felt bad for a lot of other brothers and sisters who were coming up in the temples and stuff because all they wanted to do was learn and free themselves as well, but they were being led astray, from these unknowledgeable. I don't say all of them did it on purpose, but they did it because lack of knowledge, and they were harming more
Ain't
people than they were helping them because they didn't know.
facts. Facts. Facts.
But the younger Moors that was, sitting in there listening to the older Moors did not take the words of the prophet. Because he said, take this and free yourself, right? You can't sit in here and listen to these Moors. You got to take these books, dissect them, and understand them, right? Nobody's going to tell you, because it said free yourself. Nobody can't free you. You got to understand. You got to go through and understand what's what to be able to free yourself.
You're right.
But
You got to go through the fire, and that's that part.
You got to do the knowledge, or I got to do it. You got to do it. He got to do it. She got to do it. Like we not just going, I do all the studying and come on here and tell ones. You feel what I'm saying? No, we supposed to know. Lack of knowledge,
like the prophet said, man does not by knowing, by being told.
By being told. He don't know by being told. He got to do. He got to demonstrate it for himself.
Yeah, that's leading a horse to water.
Exactly.
You feel me?
That's right, but you can't make me drink it. But the prophet said, damn, pardon me, I just lost my train of thought. It won't never mind if I lost it.
Put it like this. Like I changed that saying up a little bit. I say you can lead a man, or a horse to the water, but you can't make him think. Like I can lead one of these brothers to the knowledge, but I can't make them think.
Facts. But check this out too, bro. Check this out too. Cause we be so enthusiastic to teach other people or other Moors, right? But the prophet said, don't cast your pearls to swine. Huh? Don't even try to sit here and teach them. Cause they straight swine.
Exactly.
Bro, that's why TikTok ain't it. TikTok, bro. Man,
no, TikTok is it if we group up and we come in and link up. Like, forget all the other people coming in and try and make them understand. We link up. TikTok is it now. Don't get it twisted. Is it?
I ain't gonna lie, it really ain't. I'm saying like the structure, if you notice, I ain't saying it's broken, like we can't do the right thing. I'm saying as far as the people in the structure already on here, they don't want that real deal knowledge. Okay. We can't take it to the chalkboard, bro.
Facts. I'm with you.
We're gonna put them to sleep.
That's it.
Like when I came, that's what I wanted to do. I want to be on the chalkboard. I want to goddamn, be at the laptop. But these people ain't even ready, bro.
Right.
Not to say the Moors. We know where we at. I'm talking about, the typical African American, bro. So-called black man.
But that's the point of, like you said, knowing thyself and learning, because you can't just give, like you said, you can't give pearls of swine, and you just can't tell these brothers, because you really don't know their intent as well.
Right.
And that's why I tell people, don't be copying me, because your intent might be different from mine, and it might not work for you. So there's a big difference. And that's why when you coming up, and like I said, I went through the fire, brother, and I'm sure I'm not finished going through the fire. And it's about, that it's a lonely road. It's really, when I'm gonna tell you, brothers, right now, it's no we, brother. It's no we. Because when they come after you, it's just you. When you standing there by yourself, it's just you. When you have to sign that contract, it's just you. You understand? So it's no we. You have to know this.
And save yourself, bro. Yeah. Take it and save yourself.
Exactly, brother. Hey, oh my God. Exactly, brother. Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's the part I didn't get, bro. That's the part I didn't get, because I was trying to be a we. I was trying to look at all of us and have us all come together. Bro, it's right. Like, bro, you have to take it, like you said, take it and save yourself. You can't save nobody until you save yourself. Period.
Now we can save other people by showing them what we demonstrated, not by talking and showing them our emotion, by showing them what we did to demonstrate.
Exactly. You can show by demonstration. You can show by your actions. You can show by what you have done. You can show it that way, because they're gonna appreciate it much. Like I said, I'm gonna look at you as a leader or a head of something, and you don't have nothing to show me. How you gonna tell me anything? Go get a business, go get a corporation, or go get some sort of trust and you haven't done nothing. You can't even show me you've done it yourself. How you going to show me anything when you barely, you need donations? You are more. You should be upright, strong. You know what I mean? I'm coming
Independent.
to you for help, and you can't. You don't. And you driving in a. You ain't even traveling. You freaking somebody else is driving you around because you're afraid.
Facts.
I'm telling you, all you got to do is look at all of these Moors. It ain't but one thing. That's all you have to do. When they start talking and yapping and yapping and yapping, observe. Just stand back, listen to them. And that was the other thing, man. When I was going through this, I actually listened to everybody because you can learn a lot from your foe as well. You can learn what not to do and what to do. You see? So listening to everybody, I just took what I needed to know and I researched it. I went and dug deep, because they were saying a lot of things that could help you. They just didn't know how to utilize it. And that's when I got to that point and I realized, yeah, they saying a lot of stuff that I already know and I've heard of, but they don't know how to utilize it. So now I have to search myself and learn the process of utilizing these things. And that's the biggest part. You can yap and tell me do this, do that, but you ain't, can't none of them show you. Ain't none of them showing you. Ain't none of them showing you. I guarantee you that.
Oh, you
Hey,
talking
bro,
about the temple?
any of y'all familiar with the oral statements of the prophet?
Yeah,
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 like PNF
Yep.
definitely. Like
Okay,
he done shared a
okay.
lot with me before.
So, bro, just say he walked. He been through the file, right? Bro, that was just talking. What is that, King Cali
Yeah, King
Slot?
Cali. Yep.
You say you been through the file,
I've been
right?
in hell, brother. I've been in hell. You know where hell is,
The
don't you?
prophet say. I mean, I'm drawing off what you're saying. Hey, bro, I'm drawing off what you're saying, and I'm not
Oh, I
disagreeing
know.
with you. I'm just elaborating the
No, I
prophet
got you.
words off of what you
I'm just
said,
talking.
right? Bro
Yes,
say
sir.
he
It's
been
all
through the
love. I
fire,
got you.
and
I'm
the
listening.
prophet said, when the fire comes, I will be the water, right? He's not saying him because he's gonna be dead. And matter of fact, let me read another one. The holy prophet said, in the year
I have
2000,
to
the
switch the
Moors will
image
come
PNF.
into their own, right? In the year
Hey,
2000, the Moors will come into their own.
hey,
So,
real quick. Hey, PNF might have to switch that image. TikTok be tripping.
yes, sir.
Oh, yeah, I forgot all about that. Dang. You sure right.
Yeah, they got me before.
Sure enough. I forgot I had put the Africans up there, the tribal Africans.
That look like my daughter.
Oh, yeah, I ain't even mean to put this little princess up here.
Like that's great. That look like my daughter. My 8-year-old.
She a part of the Pequot tribe, and that's them folks with the little casino up there Donald Trump be hating on, and
Yeah, yeah.
they got multiple ethnicities in their tribe, and I use this to show that they always saying the more so them out, but when you look at their tribe, it's multi-ethnic. You know what I'm saying? So who really sold who out? You feel me? Like, but salute to that little princess. She probably don't know no better.
No, not yet.
She don't know what this person right here is doing behind the scenes. Cause she is one of the CEOs for Foxwood Casino.
You guys have the 101s, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Islam,
Okay. Do you have the 102?
Islam. But
Okay.
that's a
All
chic
right.
that's a chic demonstration though.
Right. I just
Okay.
wanted to see if you had it. That's all. Because
Okay.
it goes deep.
Okay.
It goes
Facts.
deep down that chamber.
Facts. Do you got the red
Yeah.
book?
Hey, look at Clint Eastwood.
Hey, bro, you familiar with the red book?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. We
I got
demonstrate.
it. Yes. I got so much. Like I said, it's a lot. It's a plethora of information. It's a lot of knowledge out there. Man, it's just a lot of literature. I mean, and it goes deep. It
We'll
just
be studying
like
for years and decades, bro.
right. It's about how deep you want to go. And like
But
I
that's
said,
why
I
you said
started off with Moors,
that's
but
why
they fell off. They fell off.
But
You know.
right, but that's why ones need to take what they strong in and demonstrate that. You see what I'm saying? Let another man demonstrate government. Another man demonstrate trust, right? It's just take something
Right.
and demonstrate it.
Exactly. Exactly, bro. And that's all I was trying to get, because I knew it was so much stuff out there and it ain't simple like we think it is. That's why if you took this and learned that, you become an adept in that. I took this and
Exactly.
learned that, I become an adept in that. Now we can come together and share with each other and help each other build what we need to build. And now we can go out and help others. You know,
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
that was the
Like,
whole,
like
that's
put it
the
like this.
process.
Like put it like this. We already know, like with the 48 laws of power, it take 10,000 hours to be a master at anything. You feel me? So just like y'all say, we supposed to be in our respective corners, putting that time in, putting that work in, and then coming back
Facts.
for real. Like that's when we huddle up.
Right.
It's just like a
And that's
football
why,
team. Just saying we're a team huddle up and they come up with the
Call
play.
to play.
Yeah. When we say
Call to
break,
so
play,
my
big
thing,
bro.
we all go put that
right.
work in.
My thing was law, so I dwelled deep into the law, brother, because that was, I dwelled deep into the thing that was mostly affecting me, and
Affect
I
that
seen
right.
our
There you go.
community,
There you go.
so I got into the law. That was my position as a lawman. Just I'm gonna go
Yeah.
deep into the law, but I
Hey,
always knew I had to get into the business part aspect of it as well, and
As
that's why I
well.
started dwelling into the trust.
Hey,
The
but
trust and the
I want to link in with you, man, and demonstrate on that trust. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's
yeah,
a
it's
major
necessary.
part of it.
It's necessary.
right,
Very
right,
It's
necessary.
necessary.
and
It's very
most of these
necessary.
Moors,
Yep.
what they would try to do is get you to sign, get under that. Man, you get your own trust, you build your own trust, and
And
you
they
do
and they
it.
want to give you and
That's
they want to give you an allowance a month.
yeah,
So
no,
basically,
no, no, no.
basically,
That's
And
that's
mind you,
their
I'm talking about the
right.
dirty ones. I'm not talking about the clean ones. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't talking about the clean house. I'm talking about the dirty ones.
like like the first thing about it is contract law.
All right.
Like that's what Moors know. Moors do their best to learn that it's all contractual. You
But
feel me?
do more understand that before I'm not contradicting you, bro.
No.
But
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
we even go into our own trust, we already set up into a trust as a Moorish American.
Mm-hmm.
The prophet set up a trust. The Moor Science Temple is a trust.
Yeah.
But mind you, that's before we branch off into saving ourselves, our
Right.
own trust. You
That's
feel what I'm
why I
saying?
said we need to be
Well, the
heirs.
prophet, right? You're right. The prophet set all of that up,
Mm-hmm.
but nobody's doing what they're supposed to do, and that's why nobody's not under a temple, or some
Now,
of them
mind
are,
you,
but
I'm
they
not
don't
gonna say
realize
ain't nobody
what's
doing what
going
they
on.
supposed to do, because I'm in Virginia, right?
Well,
And we got a temple in Newport News
uh-huh.
and Virginia Beach, and both of them houses is strong, man. They're good brothers.
Oh, we gonna come ride down on you. I ain't too far from you. I'm about 6 hours from you, brother. And like I say,
Bro,
I'll come reach out to Moors I rock with. I'd have been to different temples across the country. I
any
will ride down
Friday
on you.
or Sunday, man, we building.
Yeah, I want to build with like-minded Moors and connect y'all to Chicago. I'm from
Yeah,
Chicago.
that's
It's divided up there. You know what I'm
We
saying?
we
But
we in Chicago area convention, Mo.
okay, who y'all be going to see? Braswell or
Chicago temple
Kennew?
number one.
We
Yeah.
we
Okay, that's number love though. But we got. I'm talking about the information we got up here. We the ones got it. A lot of them Moors, they don't be on TikTok. You feel me? They don't be building like us, bro.
that's the main branch coming out of Chicago. You feel what I'm saying? And you're right. You're right.
They
That's where
still
the
don't
main
build
knowledge
like
at.
us. Like I love Kennew Umar Bay. You know
Most
what I'm
of
saying? And Braswell Bay. But you feel me? Like we on
yeah,
something
most of the
else.
real Moors, they. Oh,
You feel me? And
you
guess what?
mentioned Roswell. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying I love it, but check
Most of
this
the
out.
Moors, they're not gonna be on the TikTok. So
Yeah, I know.
Ain't
So
no
they
wars
not
going.
getting me. You got to be on the highways and byways no matter where it's at, and high and low. But these measures we accumulating is our measures, most. So we gonna gain the profit from all our works and our fruits. You feel me? So we put
Facts.
in work in a certain sector. We gonna be the ones who get noticed. They did what they did when they did what they did. Nothing but love to them. So I decided that I'm gonna take a seat back because I was noticing that a certain group of people still had their own agenda as far as what they think the prophet brought, and that's not what the prophet brought us said. And just like we show other brothers that's not what the prophet said, and that's not what he brought. Because I brought up to the fact that if the truth don't change, why y'all 501c3? Nothing but crickets. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not getting into that because that's a religious
Right.
church. That's a charitable organization. That's not a business corporation of dealing with commerce and finance. So what are y'all doing on the administrative level, on the
You
governmental
know what?
level? Nothing.
Nothing. They don't understand government. They not ready for that yet.
Exactly. So that's why I took a seat back and I'm just dealing with Moors who understand
These
what the prophet brought us on the free national level. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, put it like this: people always talk about the MSTA, which is an organization, but nobody talks about the the Moorish Holy Temple of Science.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, big bro.
That's
That's
another
a whole.
inheritance that we ain't even claiming. You right about that.
Yeah, like that
But,
predates
but mind you,
MSTA. Like he set up the Moorish Holy Temple of Science first.
That's
yeah,
deep,
but
bro.
he changed that due to
Well, he never changed it. He
defect.
made another. It's just like the NOI and
There
the
you
FOI.
okay, that's what I'm saying. But he changed the
The
paperwork
headquarters. He
aspect
changed the
of it.
headquarters to Chicago and the wordplay because he said they was trying to usurp him in New Jersey. You know what I'm saying? They was trying to do it their way, and it was one of them Muslim from what's that country called? I can't even think of the name.
Yeah, you talking
Sudan.
about Sudan?
But that's
One of
why
them
he changed it
Sudan
from
Muslims.
the Moorish Temple of Science into a religion demonstration.
Right,
Because
right, right.
that's gonna get you
Exactly.
out
You
my
said that
pocket.
right. Right. Thank you. He
That's
had to
why
be about the
he
business of
had to
his father. Right.
he had to go through. Now, mind you, he said the Europeans is helping me, so he had Masons, government officials helping him
Yeah,
demonstrate how to make that thing
yeah,
foolproof.
Right.
yeah. He got the flag from the
If
president himself.
if the Europeans is helping me, why you ain't?
Yep.
Wow. That's deep. Yeah, we gotta go. Yeah. We gotta dig deep and put this together. So yeah, man. We got work to do, man. And there's some brothers out there I know that's talking the government business. And you know what I'm saying? Moving like men and not just the church joints sitting around steady reading out it's keeping the temple open for the NBCs is one thing, but men, adapts, and grown men that got money and move like men, we ain't no child finna sit in no temple playing with no old dude reading from no book, man. We not
Well,
finna
at
play.
that point, you talking about you a sheep. You feel what I'm saying? Now you supposed to take that from out of the temple and go into the
And be the
highways and
guiders
byways
of the
because you a
nation,
sheep.
right? I'm
That's there
supposed to
you
be
go.
out from the temple come the guiders of the nation. So
Guiders of
that's
the
a
nation, the
separate,
children, I'm talking about this could be a grown man, but he's a child.
yeah, yeah,
He
yeah,
go
yeah.
sit in the seats and pick up the understanding.
And
When
then
he
go
got the
guide the
understanding, he
nation.
go on the highways.
Right. So we're guiding the nation while they keep the doors open. I'm not knocking that. I love the temple. On a national business, imagine me having $50 million, $10 million. You think I'm gonna sit around and play with somebody who think he the king of a temple? You think I'm gonna play? Money
Right.
talks, man.
So this is what I learned, brothers. Like we talking about the temple, so and this is why, like, eventually I had to skedaddle out of there because all you got to do, and you mentioned the Broswell Bay and all the older guys, but yeah, you got to see the charters. Look at the charters and who the charters under, and who
Yeah.
signed them, whose signatures are on the charters.
Then we
You
still
know,
gotta
and
locate the Supreme, the Supreme Grand Council and all of that. We gotta locate them.
all of that stuff. Even when we talk about the prophet, especially after his passing, that his wife and a lot of paperwork was just dismantled, spread out, and stolen. All of that paperwork is it's. Trust me, brother. I've been digging.
Bunch of
Me, my
overthrowing went
brother-in-law,
on.
huh?
Bunch of overthrowing went
Yeah,
on.
exactly. And his wife, and I mean, there's a bunch of people that
Look,
was involved in it.
you had Claude Green Bay. He was trying to overthrow.
Uh huh.
What is it?
Right.
You had another one that chased him around the temple. He was trying to
Yeah, that's
overthrow.
one.
Now
Exactly. Chased
Claude
them
Green Bay
around.
got shot up.
Exactly.
The Moor shot him up, or they did him
Mm-hmm.
dirty. This is another Moor
Right,
that chased
bro.
him around the temple. They did him dirty too.
Yeah, it's a bunch of. That's why. That's what, bro. All I'm saying is this: you take the knowledge you have, you dig deep, and you represent or represent yourself. This is like you said. You take that knowledge and you save yourself with it because all of this other stuff, and until it can come back together as a whole, it's all about self. It's all about self. And like I said, it's no we. I try to help brothers, and I mean, a lot of them just wanted the easy way. I'm like, bro, I can't. I'm not gonna just tell you to do this and do that, because if the pressure, when they apply pressure, you're gonna break anyway.
Exactly.
Well, you're gonna
It
break.
never was
Like,
yours.
like 50% of these people only come to Moorish signs when they, when they get a charge, when they get in
When
trouble.
the police on
Yeah,
the heels.
Yep, that's
yeah,
it.
yeah.
You
And,
know.
and I
You're
can't
gonna
front.
break.
That's how I came in. You feel what I'm saying?
Well,
I
I'm
can't
lucky. I
front
Yeah,
that.
did.
How you
I'm
get in
lucky.
is
I
how
did.
you get in.
no,
Exactly.
yeah. I didn't come in that way either. I came in
You,
just opening up to the knowledge and wanting to learn and just. But
see,
I
I had
seen
already.
everybody else who did need help.
See,
And
see
I'm
how.
like, they're
See,
these.
basically, I had already done bumped my head and scraped my knees. You feel me? Getting in
Uh huh.
trouble out here, and getting in trouble made me really learn the law. You feel me?
Facts.
Like even before I
I'm
knew I
telling
was a
you.
Moor, even before I knew I was a
Right.
Moor, I done beat them in court as a black man. You feel me? Because I know my
Mm-hmm.
rights. You feel me?
Right.
So knowing, having that kind of knowledge, I couldn't deny what the Moors was bringing. I'm like, bro, this the way. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
these people really got legalese. These people really know, the law. And I
Right.
never met a group of people like that.
It goes deep, brother. Even like with the legalese, you got to know what's different from legal and lawful. You
Ah,
know.
See, I
The-
call it like everybody speak legalese. I say I speak lawfulese.
exactly.
Like,
there
But
you
that's what
go.
I'm
There
saying.
you
Most
go.
people don't know there's a difference between legal and lawful. So,
Right.
well, the
you know.
Moors do. If you ain't a Moor, if you don't know these things,
Right.
or no, you're
Or you
not
a
a noble
sleeping
Moor.
head. You a
Yeah,
sleeping
yeah,
head one.
exactly. Yep. I mean, cause look at this. Like the Moors don't have a bandwagon. You know what I mean? So we don't have a lot of people just hanging around, ain't learning shit. When you got that bandwagon, you're gonna have a whole bunch of people here for nothing.
I can count them on my hands with some left.
You know, real. Like if the masses was Moors, I might second guess it, bro. For real. I don't follow the masses. Like
Facts.
anything the masses say, I'm gonna question it. I don't care if it's Moors. If every Moor say the same damn thing, I'm gonna make us look at that twice. And sometimes it's gonna be, right and exact, but there's still gonna be some time we be like, bro, are we listening to what we saying? Hey, and people still think the Moors are purely Islam, Islamic.
Yeah, that's another good topic because
Yes.
I think it's mentioned Confucius, Buddha, Joshua, and Muhammad. All these different gates that come through with your knowledge, and even the Quran teach about these different halls of knowledge. Jesus and Noble Drew Ali, what to learn in. So we not just relegated to know one school of thought. That's what we universalists, Morris, but
Okay.
Islamism principles is what we adhere to, right? So that's what we need to understand that, they want to put us, they want to circumscribe the
Yep,
thoughts of Allah. You know that they can't
yep.
do that though.
See, they want to put us under Sharia law, is what I'm saying.
Exactly. And that's what I be arguing with these Sultan of
Yeah,
Morocco dudes
I'm
and
not
all
with
these
that.
other Muslims and stuff. Like,
But
that's not what we doing.
mind you, when the Pilgrims or the Puritans or whatever those Europeans is that came here, they came here because we was free with religion. We let them be whatever they wanted to be. Now, mind you, Moors understand that this is the land of the Moors, right? The
Tamarit.
the the you got the letter to George Washington to the Sultan asking, can we borrow your land to set up our government?
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
these people
another
coming
thing.
here saying saying that the Moors was never here. Why did George Washington ask them to borrow their land?
Yeah, and he sent the letter to New York City.
Morocco, but he was talking to
Well,
the Moroccan
it's
Yeah,
so
Empire.
much.
The Sultan. That's an empire
Right. He was
state.
talking to the Moroccan Empire. Why
That's
did
why
he
it's called
ask
the
for
Empire
land here?
State.
Right. There's so much information out there, especially in the Library of Congress. And when they start trying to, doubt the Moors and what's here, I'm like, bro, they have the factual information in the Library of Congress. If you take your time and go there and research it, you will find out who was here, who all the treaties were made to, who they're asking permission by. You will find out that they owe you money.
If you go
Hey,
to the
hey, real
Library of
quick.
Find out.
Congress,
Hey, PNF,
they'll
real
tell
quick.
you that the first people here was Asiatics.
Hey,
Right.
PNF. Hey, PNF, show this person down in the chat, Dessalines and the rest of them Haitian Moors.
Oh, okay.
Because for some reason you don't know they Moors.
Yeah, I see him
North,
in here
South,
talking.
North, South, and Central America unto North,
See,
West, and Southwest Africa.
Nah, we get
exactly.
And the
these types of
adjoining
people
islands.
See, they
every
scared
now
And
of
the
and then.
adjoining islands.
they scared of that. This is the Maghreb just as well as Africa is the Maghreb.
But
You
you
feel
know
me?
what? They have a basic understanding, like most African Americans. They just, messing with y'all and picking at y'all, but don't know nothing. And that's a typical of a unlearned person. This is what
Yep.
they do, to try to make themselves feel good. But as soon as you bust a bubble, they get to running. But I'm gonna do that for you right quick.
Most of them come here just to troll.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying?
Trying to
Low
Just to
learn
troll.
IQ.
something.
Them low
They're trying to
IQ.
learn something too because they know they don't know. They learning.
But if they were trying to learn something, they'll be here with their mouth closed and not in the comments every 2 seconds. Right? They'll be
No,
listening.
that's they.
You can't listen
Yeah, that's
with your
they.
mouth moving.
See,
That's that ignorant way.
if they were super solid, they'll be taking notes. Because
Cause,
when you
cause
take
mind
notes,
you,
now,
Right.
hey,
Take
see, now you can
notes.
hold this man to his word. You can be like, hold up,
hey,
hey, Moorish,
right,
didn't you say such and such? I got it right here. Like I went and looked it up. That
right.
was wrong or right?
Hey, you can learn from a dummy, right? You can
Yes,
learn
sir.
from a dummy. So
Yep.
if I'm the dummy that you saying I am, why don't you listen to me speak and like the brother say, write your notes and then get at me on that.
Yes, real. Hold me to that.
Cause they can't do it. They can't. If they wanted to. They don't
And get
understand enough.
and they don't want us to take
Bro,
notes of
I have
what's
so
coming out their
many.
mouth.
I
You
have
feel me?
so many challenges on my pages, and I tell them if you can prove this, then I will donate this amount to you, and it's hundreds of dollars. I'm gonna donate it to you. That's in the public. So, and it's up for everybody to see. So this is how real I am. This is how much I know that I know it's a fact. And truth don't have
Hey,
to
bro.
prove itself. You know.
And I stand with you. I stand with you and double down on that.
Exactly.
Anybody who can demonstrate that the prophet, because I ain't saying what I'm saying, because I don't
Right.
speak off what the prophet said. So anybody who can
Exactly.
demonstrate that the prophet was wrong, I mean, send me your cash app. I'm gonna send you 1,000.
My money is up there for everybody to see, and ain't nobody came to that challenge. And
Guys,
Cause they
every
can't.
forum I went
They
on,
can't.
look.
I
Hey,
posted
watch
it.
this. Hey, look at the screen right here. We dealing with
Facts.
one of the Haitian leaders right here.
Yeah, and this is in the Library of Congress for people don't know what source this come from, by the way. This is in the Library of Congress.
So how can this brother say that Haitians aren't Moors?
They just don't understand, bro. That's all. They just don't understand.
Nah, they
He's
don't
most definitely
understand at all.
he's most definitely a Moor.
They
They
listening to these African Americans.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
it's
they
a
doing.
brainwash thing, and it's this. I don't know. It's this disdain for the Moorish, that they've grown to, accumulate, and they don't really understand what Haiti even is. So when we're dealing with Ethiopia, when you go back to the prophet literature of the first true, he says the first true divine name of Africa is Ethiopia, which is ancient Amexa. So anyway, Haiti.
Which means something divided,
Yeah, but
right?
he said it's divine. It's the
Well,
divine name.
I'm with you on that. I'm just going into what that means.
Yeah, the demarcation line, right?
which
So
is something divided.
of the Father and the Son land. So
We're breaking up some land.
right. So it's a divine name. We're dealing with Ethio, which is another word for Theo or Dio. That's God. So this is God's land. They don't understand that Haiti is actually spelled Dehaiti. And it's
Yep,
the
yep.
same word as deity, which means God. So we're dealing with godly people. So they're not looking at Haiti in the sense of its etymology. They're just looking at what
Yep.
they hear, Haiti.
See. When I see Haiti, like in the ancient world, the letter H meant the, right? So
Right.
you got the, and we know it's Haiti, right? And over there in the Pacific, you have the Haiti people. You feel me? So
Yeah,
people
that's
don't be seeing how we are global people.
Global
They want to
people.
think
There
they
you
just
go.
some small little group. We
Oh,
are Haiti. Yeah, the
you
same
got
people
to be
way
from
on the other
America,
side.
or you got to be from India or Africa.
hey, bro.
Okay. Look, let me
Peace,
demonstrate
Morris.
one thing
Peace.
real quick. When Christopher Columbus went to the shores of Cuba, he sent back a letter to King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella telling them he was on the coast of Africa. He was in Cuba.
Puerto Rico.
Oh, there you go. Puerto Rico.
He
But
went. The
where is
first
he
people
at?
the first people he encountered were the Arawak people. They
Oh,
call themselves
no. I ain't
because
talking
they
about
It
his
don't
wasn't no
read.
first.
more Arawak.
Ain't
It was
talking about his first,
Taino.
bro.
It
Ain't
was
talking about his
Taino.
first stop. I'm talking about when he was in Cuba. He was in Cuba. He wasn't even in Puerto Rico. He was in Cuba. Now mind you, he stopped first at Puerto
Dominican
Rico.
Republic.
No.
Dominican
I'm talking
Republic.
about Cuba, bro. I'm talking about Cuba. He was in
Yeah,
Cuba.
he
What I'm
saw a
talking about,
mosque in Cuba.
bro. He also sent the letter back to King Ferdinand and Isabella saying that
Yeah,
he was on the coast of Africa in Cuba. He was in Cuba. But don't quote
You
me on that.
brothers just talking about that.
I'm
Hey,
gonna
I,
find
I
it
I
for
wanted
you.
to
just saw.
say something about how we're not
well.
Moorish Americans.
You say
We know
what?
that, right? How we're not Moorish
Now we know
Americans.
what
How our
argument you bring.
prophet, hold
Like
on,
we know what your argument is.
our prophet said, we're gonna lead I'm gonna lead the Europeans here long enough to teach you government. Where's our government?
We have it. You just haven't really found it yet. But there's been a
No,
established.
we have it. You haven't found it.
No,
We have
we
sultans.
found it,
We
bro.
have
We
Yeah,
are
you didn't
members
even
of.
let. Yeah, hold
Oh
on,
man,
brother. I got him because I don't like hostile guests. So I didn't even get a chance.
no. So are
I
you
didn't,
with the
I'm the
sultan?
host. I'm the host talking right now. I got it. But anyway, you didn't even give me a chance to finish my thought to tell me what I haven't found. So let me go back
Do
to.
you have? Do you
I got you,
recognize the
brother.
sultan?
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to you, but just please take your time when you talking to me. I'm a grown man, brother.
So you
So,
recognize Abdul Al Kabir?
hey, brother, I'm gonna deal with you like a grown man 1-on-1. I got you. So we're gonna go over what the prophet brought versus what you brought and nobody else's. We're not going off nobody else because you're talking, and I'm not talking to Abdul. So you
Yeah,
bro,
asked me
say we
about.
subjects, bro. Tripping anyway.
Yeah, I
we are
got him.
subjects.
This is what I
I
do,
ain't no
fam.
subject. You might be one.
You are subject. We're all subjects,
I'm
brother.
No,
not. You
we're
can't tell
not.
me what I am, bro.
Listen, we have to return to Morocco according to the Madrid Convention of 1880,
No, we
Article
don't. And
15.
no, we don't.
It
I
says
said
any Moroccan subject that's been naturalized. You know what naturalized means? That means they adopted us.
that's a lie.
Bro,
I
you
can
talking
Come
about
on, you don't know how to
1800s,
read,
bro?
brother. How can you call yourself a Moor? You don't even
Bro, we not
understand.
naturalized, bro.
You got naturalized. Your mama
Bro,
signed the birth
bro, guess
certificate.
what? All those contracts been rescinded on this end right here.
No,
If you're
sir.
more,
No,
Let
sir.
me
if
deal
you're
with
Moorish
him
more,
on that.
American is
I'll deal
not the
with him on
name on
that.
the contract. You can't enforce
It
nothing
ain't
like all
hard,
of
bro.
those.
You don't get
Listen,
it.
our prophet called himself Moorish American. He never did. He said we're descendants of Moroccans. When they unalived them, then the
okay,
FBI and the
That's
I'm
not
French
about to,
true.
ones came up
I'm
and
about to
said
go
that
and
we were
show you
Moorish
where the
Bro,
Americans.
prophet
one and the
called us
same.
Moorish
One
Americans.
and the
Don't worry
same.
about it.
Let me.
I'm gonna show
We
you
One and
the
the
prophet
know
same.
called us
this is
Moorish
not
Time,
Americans.
man.
America. This is Greater Morocco. So
No, it's
Hey,
not.
bro.
how are we Americans?
No, it's not,
Okay,
man.
hey, bro. Ain't no need to argue. I'm just gonna
You're
go
right.
into
Look at the
literature.
look. All you have to do is look at the
Bro, ain't no,
contract.
I'm about to tell you what I gotta do. I'm gonna go into literature and show you the prophet called us Moorish Americans. That's
Yeah,
The
go
it.
I'm
get
an
it.
literature is
American
not
national,
going to
bro. I don't
save
know
you,
what you are.
brother. The literature is
I'm
not
not.
going to save you. How long has our people been hiding in temples? RV Bay been giving us
Hey
cards
Noble.
and traveling
Hey
cards
Noble.
and
Hey
getting our
Noble.
people locked up.
Noble.
Are
Hey
you
Noble.
serious?
Hey Noble.
Hey
Noble.
man,
If
hey
you
Are
man,
do
you
you
your
That's because you ain't
serious?
if
learned.
hey Noble,
You
if
haven't
you do
learned
your research,
yourself.
No, sir. That's
See, he ain't gonna
Taj
listen.
Tariq Bey is a dark wizard. He got all our people all
Yeah,
locked
we
up.
don't support
Nah,
that
ain't
up
no.
here, but you feel
Hey,
me? We
watch
don't
this.
support all that
That's
over here,
not the
brother.
Moore Science Temple either.
I
Yeah,
don't
we don't
support the
support that.
Moorish Science Temple
Well,
either.
we ain't
That's
talking to
what you
you. We're not
following,
talking
bro.
to you.
We ain't mad
That's
at
a
Bro,
you.
whole
did
bunch of
you?
scammers.
Hey,
See,
the
watch
Why
Man,
guy
this.
you
did
you
here?
him,
a
brother,
lot of
man.
scammers
See,
come
see,
out of the Moorish
he don't even know
Science
who
Temple,
Kirkman.
man.
Bro,
Like he don't even know
You
who
got the
Kirkman Bay
wrong
is.
flag up there,
He don't
family.
even know who
The
Kirkman Bay
American
is.
flag. That ain't your flag. That's
He
an
don't get it.
let
You
oppressive
me
see the
let,
flag.
Moorish flag right there with the American flag, bro?
And that's
That's
the
goofy. He
Kingdom
don't get
of
it. It's
Morocco
called a
flag. That ain't
treaty.
the Empire flag, you clown.
Oh
Ain't no
man,
damn
no, you the
kingdom.
clown.
That's the
bro.
Kingdom of Morocco
They,
See,
flag. You
look, too
gotta
man,
many
get
they
the
ain't,
people,
bro,
bro.
motherfucking
bro, bro. You
Empire
know
flag.
goddamn well they adopted that flag.
I'm gonna show you where
And
you
this,
can
hey,
get
man,
it.
dude, foolish, man, dude,
Let,
foolish.
let me talk to
Man,
Nah,
this
I
you
brother.
gotta
better,
Let me
read,
talk to
brother.
this
You
brother.
gotta read, man.
Please,
You
Man, you
let
gotta
me
ain't
talk.
read.
read,
Please
man.
let
You
me
watch
talk to
them
this brother.
videos, boy. You watch
I'm
them
Let me
part of the
talk to
Ampax.
this
You
Moroccan
brother.
did them
government. This
Ampax
is why
studies,
I'm up
nigga.
here and I'm talking to y'all, because I'm
You ain't
part of a
did number
Moroccan
Ampax
government,
studies,
bro.
bro.
We came home already over here.
Bro, watch this. Watch
What,
We're
this.
trying
what's
to
the
wake y'all up.
what's?
Look,
Let
watch
me
this,
ask this
Noble.
brother.
We don't
Noble,
want
I'm
to
gonna
be
tell you
We're
what
woke
you
What's
trying
the
to
don't know.
help you
original?
wake you up. You're
Hey,
Hey,
Noble, I'm
halfway
gonna tell
there.
hey Noble, I'm gonna tell you what you don't know. Because if you look at
Please tell
old
me
news,
something that I
watch this.
don't know.
Come
And
on, man.
please
That's
don't
lame.
talk about
That's
praying.
lame. That's lame, bro.
Let's
Watch this.
not talk about praying and talk about kumbaya.
Hey,
Yeah,
don't
And
okay,
nobody.
talk
whatever.
about
Watch
going into
this.
the
Watch
Moorish
this.
Science
Watch
Temple.
this. Hey,
Let's
bro, you
talk
can look
about
up.
law.
Hey, mute this bitch, man.
Hey,
This nigga
man.
act like
Your
a
Hey,
mama's a
girl.
Please,
bitch. Your
Hey, he like a
mama's a
girl,
please.
bitch.
bro.
Your mama's a bitch. She made a whole ass boy
Bro,
like you.
bro, bro,
You a whole
bro.
ass
What the
boy.
fuck you on?
Your
That's
mama.
what that's what you came up here for, right?
that's
Like
what I'm
Exactly.
like
saying,
kid, bro.
man.
Hey,
Dang.
hey, watch
Well,
this.
look, now that he gone, I'm
Hey,
going to find the prophet called us Moorish Americans.
bro,
Hey, I
bro, watch
want
this.
that brother to come back up here, man, because I know how to talk like a whole grown man. I don't care how belligerent somebody is. I'm going to calm you
yeah,
down with
yeah.
facts. Like, I'm
I
cold
feel
in
you.
what I
That's why I
do.
wanted to talk to him. I wish I would
Hey,
have just, man. Let me. First of all, he don't know
Not a
like the
fact.
flags. He don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah,
We
I
with the
know he don't,
Republic,
Hey,
and
man.
that's.
I know. I
Do
know
you
all
know
that
about the
information.
48 stars? You know, and the original flag. Do you know what the original in the continental flag looks like? I don't know if he's aware
yeah,
of
he
none
don't
of
know.
that.
He
You
don't
know,
know.
these are
Yeah, he
questions I need to ask this brother.
first of
You
all,
know,
he
if he's a
emotional, brother. He emotional. He in his
yeah,
feelings, so we already know he
Hey,
don't got no information for us, brother.
hey,
You
put it
feel
like
me?
this.
yeah,
People always cause division.
sensitive and shit.
Like you can look up old newspaper clippings from the 1920s, like 23, 25, all that time when the temple was up and running, and you will see the newspaper clippings talking about Moors is saying how they had these nationality cards, how they are saying they are Moroccans from Morocco. All of this, they were saying all of this 100 years ago, and they're saying they're Moorish American. But he want to split it all up like we different factions. Dummy, it's always been like this. It's always been like this.
Well, my
We
thing is
always we
this: that
always knew we know we Moroccans.
He not saying
he was
nothing special.
expressing his disdain for these temples and how Taj. Of course, it was a lot of people getting in trouble, and that was my whole point. If he was here earlier, he would have heard me saying I was, listening to all of
Hey,
these
bro.
Moors, but I had to go through the fire, and I had to learn by trial and error on my own because they didn't know nothing.
But that's what
You know
I'm
what I
saying,
mean?
my brother. As the host of the show,
Right,
man, I was talking right and he cut me off. He don't know what we believe in, brother. He just came up here running
right.
his mouth. And that's what a typical immature person does. He don't know what the hell we know. We don't listen to no Taj Tariq Bey. I mean, some of his information is great. I'm not
Right.
gonna just
You
diss
can
the
take
brother.
some of that information and you can learn from it, but you have to study and show yourself approved. You can't just take the shit and think you can go and do something. And that's what I'm saying, bro. These people want to scream, I have rights, until they put you to the fire and make you stand on them. Now show me
Hey,
you have rights. When you can't stand on them, you don't got no rights, brother. You don't have no rights. I don't care how
hey,
you
hey,
proclaim you got rights.
again,
If you
hey,
can't
watch this.
stand on your rights,
Hey, hey, I guarantee he not in the comment section on them sovereign citizen YT people telling them that they shit don't work. Huh?
Yeah, he already up here cussing people out. I don't really want to let him back up here. He trying to spam my video, bro, like without them cuss words, bro. Like, how you a Moorish American without all that cussing, man? Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, and he's supposed to be bringing the light. Like all of us dumb, he bringing the light, and this is what he got for us.
Right, his
that's
Well
name
why I
said.
wish,
Big.
Well
I
said.
like to let them sit back. I'll sit back and let them say whatever they got to say, and then you come after them and just respond to
Hey,
whatever they
hey,
said.
please, brothers,
Hey,
please,
bro,
man.
bro said we are not Moorish Americans.
Hey,
Let me
bro, listen,
demonstrate that.
bro. I'm about to let
Go
this
ahead.
brother up here, please, brother, one at a time, y'all. Please,
But
this
look,
is
let me demonstrate on this
Right.
Moorish American
Hey,
before you let this clown up here.
yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back.
Let them
Bro
up here.
said, the prophet said the grand sheik of a temple should go to the temple, hang the charter on the wall, say the Moorish American prayer when it's time for the meeting to open. The Moorish American prayer, right? That's the prophet saying Moorish American one time. We go on the nationality card, Moorish American. Like, why is he saying that the prophet didn't? I'm talking about we can go through all this literature, all
that's
the
what I'm
101s, all
saying,
the oral
brother.
statements, and he's saying Moorish American. Why is this dude saying that he didn't say Moorish American?
So
He
this is
called
what I
us
want to do.
Moorish American. We didn't create that.
Let
This
them
is what
up.
I
Let
want
them
to
talk.
do.
Let them talk.
I got you. I'm the host of the show. I'm gonna set the rules, bro. I'm gonna let this brother make his statements and his claims, and that's it. And then we gonna break it down. Ain't nobody got to disrespect each other. That is not more science, bro. You feel
That's
me?
what
Amen.
I'm
He,
saying.
he,
When
he
somebody called
feel
me
how
a B word, that's when I flipped out. I was just talking.
You were
Nobody got to
flipped
be
out the
calling
whole
no.
way through, bro. You were flipped out the whole way through.
I sure
When he
did when
said,
they called me a bitch.
man, you
I
was
sure
flipped. You
did.
was up before he even
You
said
got
that.
heated, bro.
I talk very,
Just let
listen,
them
I'm very
talk, bro.
passionate. I'm very passionate about how I talk. If you can't deal with my energy, that's your problem. That got nothing to do with me. That got something to do with you. You got to look in the mirror.
I most definitely can deal with your energy, little bro.
All right, bring it, baby. Let's talk. Let's talk about building. Let's talk about
Build in.
collaborating. And
Build.
no, that ain't what
What's
I
your
want to
about
talk
question?
treaties.
about.
What's
Hold
your
on.
question? Or
Let's
your
talk about
thoughts?
treaties. Let's not talk about putting the charter up there and doing a prayer, bro. Cause that ain't gonna bring no freedom to us.
That ain't what I want to talk about as the host. I want to talk about Moorish American, MSTFA, and the Moroccan Empire. You know what I'm saying? I want to deal with that as a man right quick. And I'm a Moorish American. You're telling me I'm not? And then
You
you are.
feel it? This is what
I
I'm trying to
got you,
tell you,
brother. You ain't
brothers.
got to interrupt me because I'm a grown man. I'm going to do what I want to do, first of all, regardless of what you believe. I'm going to do what I want to do. I got you. I'm just laying it down for the audience to see because I got a large audience or whatever, you know, on YouTube. And
That don't mean nothing to me, large audience. I'm just trying to spread information about the
I
truth,
got
brother.
you.
That's all.
Yeah, I know what you. I
I'm
know
just
you
glad
just
when you
want to feel
start.
important. You just want to feel important, and you don't got no patience. I understand that. You don't want nobody else to talk. I respect that, bro. But I'm gonna still have my way because this my show. So, like I said, I'm talking to the audience right quick. If you'll be patient for 30 seconds, you'll get your chance to talk, and everybody will get their chance to talk. So, like I said, we're Moorish Americans, and the prophet did say we were descendants of Moroccans in the 101s, and he mentioned that we are descendants of Moroccans, and that is not our nationality. And Moroccan is an English word; it's an English rendition of the Berber word Amarouk. So you're not telling us nothing. One is more ancient, one is more modern, which is the state of Morocco, started by Idris, who fled from Syria to the west coast of Africa and started the Morocco state, which eventually became an empire that was seeded in 1948. So you're not telling us nothing. We understand Morocco is an English rendering of the ancient Berber word of Emarouk. So calling ourselves Americans is no different from the many various ways that you can pronounce the word Morocco or Marik or Al Marak. You're not telling us nothing. We are Moorish Americans for this various reason. We don't have a sultan. We are in a republic, and we are born in this. You know, we are born in America. We're part and parcel with a said government, and we are Muslim. And you're a Moroccan. You know what I'm saying? And y'all have an empire all over the world or whatever. You know, that's good for y'all. I just want to know, you know, we got what we got, and we're happy about it. And what the prophet brought, Noble de la Vega, we're happy about that. I don't know why y'all bothering us and why y'all got to slander us. Why can't y'all just be great and, you know, do y'all thing instead of slandering us? And you know what I'm saying? You know, I understand the temple and RV and all that, but not all of us are not into that. Why can't y'all do y'all thing without bothering Moorish American Muslim? Right? It is slander because we are Moorish Americans, and I'm gonna prove to you we are Moorish American. IGS is gonna prove it to you. We're gonna show you where the prophet says we are Moorish American. So yeah, I asked you a simple question. You are descendants of Morocco, you're the Morocco Empire or whatever. You know, you're not American or whatever. So yeah, break that down to us. Why can't y'all just coexist and be Moors? Like it's Mauritania, it's Morocco, it's Comoros Islands. There's so many Moorish states and kingdoms. Why is it that y'all gotta bother us and what the prophet brought us, our religion and our business corporation as Americans, Moorish Americans? Why? What is going on? Like, break that down for me. Because, like I say, we're not going to follow y'all. We are going to follow the instructions of Noble Drew Ali. We're not following y'all. So, what's good?
I don't want you to follow me. But if you don't follow the instructions and the remedies, you're going to be a subject. That's all I'm telling you. You're going to be a subject.
Instructions of who?
You're going to be a subject to rules, abuse, and taxation.
Of who, brother?
Are you not listening? A subject of Morocco. You're going to be subject to rules, abuse, and taxation.
And whose instructions?
You right about that. You right about that. He right.
You can never charge them taxes for being on your land because you're not enforcing the contract. You came up with a Frankenstein name called Moorish American. That's two nationalities you put together. No, you're either not Moorish or you're American. You can't be both.
Moorish is not a nationality. It's a pedigree of divinity. You understand me? You're missing the concept of
Moorish is something of.
All you got to do is listen. Just listen right quick.
It's connected to. You're not.
No, it's not, brother. No, it's not. You're not paying attention to what Noble Drew Ali brought us on the divine.
Listen, man, I studied Prophet Noble Drew Ali. He said, "With the to Morocco, where is your government, sir?
A man can't know everything."
He said, "I'm going to leave the Europeans here long enough to teach you government."
Where is your government? A man cannot know everything.
In the temple, fool.
That is not a government, fool.
But that's what it's working to. It might not be one now, but that's what they're working on.
It never can.
That's what they demonstrate.
It can never be a government, brother. Never. Never.
That's what listen, that's what they're prepping to.
Yo, bro, you're so lost. It's not even funny, bro. You call me a fool.
That's not true, brother. Because
listen, if you look, I'm about to hit you with something really important.
Go ahead, man.
If you get on YouTube, you're gonna Google DQSR. You're gonna see a video of two women standing next to two flags, a red one and a blue one. March 3rd, 2024, I acceded to the treaties. I became a counselor general in part until the Sultan recognizes our state. Does that make sense? That's the instruction.
Good. That's great for you, man.
It's not great for me. It's great for you. I did this shit for you. I ain't do this shit for me. I did this for my kids and for you.
No, you didn't. Because your way won't work. It's already proven.
Yeah, right. Your way don't work.
My way,
Moorish American way don't work. That shit don't work. That shit get our people locked up. All you worried about is car tickets. It's not about speeding tickets. It's about charging these people taxes and being on your land. That's what it's about. It's about.
Let me ask you something,
bro. It's about policing the police on your land. Moorish American ain't doing that.
Yes, it can.
No, never.
Can I ask you something?
Never. You see what happened to your counselor general? He got his ass whooped and he's in jail. You see what happened to Jamar? The rise of the Moors? They got their ass whooped and in jail. That shit is not the answer, man. That shit is getting our people in locked up.
Hold on, because
they're not following the prophet, bro.
Hey, 1 second, brother. He has a problem, man. Some people just don't know how to be quiet. I'm trying to let him know. I don't follow Rise of the Moors. None of these people. You don't even know me.
We don't follow that.
Just comment. No, you're not. Rise of the Moors is not Moorish American. What are you talking about? He's Rise of the Moors.
He don't know what he's talking about.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna walk
they from
down.
Canada or somewhere?
Yeah, exactly.
Rhode Island.
I'm gonna walk down.
Okay, well, I don't follow him, so I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
Right. So
they're from Rhode Island.
Check this out, bro.
Okay, well, I don't follow them wherever they're from. I don't follow them.
Is that Act 4?
I follow. I follow the prophet and the prophet only.
Hey, bro, Act 4.
That's a traveling card from the temple.
Hold on, brother.
What'd you say?
Hold on, brother, please, because now I'm finna get mad. Listen, Act 4, the more
get mad, fam.
Oh my goodness,
you can be standing in front of me. Nobody care. You get mad.
You're not teaching me nothing, bro. Like, check it out. Act 4, the Moorish Science Temple of America, Moorish American Constitution. It says, Moors are not to accuse falsely his brother or sisters and put them in harm. I'm not quoting it word for word, but that's what it says. You're not supposed to put your brothers and sisters in harm and falsely accuse them. Brother.
Does that Constitution have a longitude and latitude claiming your jurisdiction?
Yours don't either.
Mine does.
No, it does.
Oh, yeah, mine does. My Constitution does.
No, guess what? Because I gotta
Oh
recognize
my
it to give
God,
you
this
the
dude
point.
is fucking
Oh,
weird.
we have a constitution over here in
No, you
Boston. We read
don't.
up.
I
It's
don't recognize
drafted
you. I don't
and it's
recognize you.
deposited.
I'm not
You
doing
don't
no
have to
business with you,
recognize
man.
it, brother, but you be a subject. Understand
No,
that.
I'm not. I know how to defend myself,
No,
brother.
you
I'm
don't.
good.
No, you
I'm
don't.
great.
No, you don't.
Don't
You
Hey,
don't
don't
even have to
chapter
Noble,
look at the
47
Noble.
don't
predatory
chapter
paperwork, nor the
47 tell you
norm.
your lines, your longitude and latitude. Chapter 47 would tell you that, don't it?
Hey, man, I really
It's in
gotta end
there.
this
And who's?
video.
I
I
wanted to
gotta
ask
end
him
this
who's his
video,
charter
man.
under.
I gotta end this video, man, and get ready to go live because this brother right here is fully emotion and it's just giving me a headache. He up here falsely accusing us,
Yeah,
talking about Rise of the Moors and Taj. He don't know nothing about us, brother. I got several videos
right.
going against them people, showing how they don't follow the prophet. And like I said, man, if they had something going on, it'd be real wide. Everybody would know about it. They wouldn't have to say our name in a negative light to build up, they build themselves.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's telling. And
And
if
we
this is
already
the
talked about the different Moors that, we already
right.
talked about that. He's obviously he wasn't listening.
He wasn't
So,
listening. Exactly.
yeah.
Like it's like you can't even get to somebody like him. You can't even get him to listen. His mind is already made up. So it's like I just wanna,
Right.
I don't got
Because I
time.
had several questions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he ain't gonna answer it because he won't let me talk and I'm the host. You feel me? So he have no
Exactly.
respect.
Exactly.
So
He
how
too
I'm
It's
gonna
all being
emotional.
cordial.
how I'm gonna come to your nation if you don't even respect me? You think I'm a boy or something? I'm nine times out of 10 we gonna fight because I guess he don't know what a nigga is or a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? I guess he's
We all from, and that's the thing. We all from the streets. I'm from the streets of L.A. It don't get no dirtier than that. That's what I
exactly.
feel like.
I'm from
And I'm like,
Chicago.
don't bring that streetness. I'm a Moor, but don't bring that in out of me. You know what
So
I'm
what
saying?
make you
Don't
think
bring
we
that
gonna
out of
sit
me,
here
bro.
and listen to that? We 9 times out of 10 we gonna be
Yeah,
fighting. There's gonna be some fist throwing. So what are you talking about, dude?
right.
Like, so
And
your
we all
nation,
get, we all like, intense about this. We get, intense about, but come on, man. You got to hold yourself and be, cordial about it and be respectful about it. We
that's
might
why the
not
prophet
agree
said
about some
love.
stuff, but I'm not going to hate you because I don't agree with what you would agree with or don't agree with. We can still
Exactly.
Hey,
talk,
can I
you
ask
know?
can I ask y'all a question?
Yeah.
When the prophet was demonstrating, he had the little boy and the little girl, he put the flags on their back. He said, and this day I've made you Moorish Americans.
Right.
Yep.
Is anybody familiar with that?
Yeah, I remember that picture. Yeah.
And
Yep.
this day I've made you Moorish Americans. Why is bro saying we not Moorish Americans? The prophets never said nothing about Moorish Americans.
Right. Why do they keep
I don't.
saying that? I don't get that either. But we got several
I
quotes
don't
saying
even.
that, bro. I don't get that at
I don't
all.
even pay no attention to that because that can easily be debunked anyway. I mean, it's all through the literature,
So who
So
are these people, bro? That's saying the prophets never said he was Moorish Americans. Who are these people? Because he did say that several times. Like, what is going on? They got to be agents at this point, bro. Because we study debunking these dudes. Like, it's like, and also the prophet said, "Love not hate."
and it's literature. Why they call you Moors? Because they call us Moors because we're born in America. We're Moors and born in America and descendants of the Moroccan Empire. That's why. It's in the literature. Like I said, it's all over the literature. It's just not in one spot. Come on. They
So they
call you
want
that
2 minutes.
because you're
So,
born in America and
but
descendants
this
of the
brother
Moroccan
say,
Empire.
so
but this
they
brother
hate.
say he demonstrated with prophet Noble Ali, and he don't know that.
Exactly, man. He have not read
How
the
is that possible?
literature, bro. They have not read no literature on the prophet. They're lazy brain people. They're just up here talking with emotion. And the prophet was a
He
genius.
said he demonstrated with the prophet.
Man, the
He
prophet
said
was
he
the
was with the
mastermind.
prophet.
No, he said he done been in the temple. He done did all that. He done whatever he did about his government or whatever he did. He said he studied the prophet.
Oh yeah.
Okay, bro, listen. Most of these temples, a lot of these temples are on their own things. And this is
Right.
why my whole point was going to ask him and get to what charter was he under and who signed that charter, and that goes back to all of Braswell Bay and all of those, you know what I mean? So it goes back to that. So you know what I'm saying? So when they open up and this is the thing, and I know what he's on. He's on when he said the prophet said, start your own government. Oh, he's gonna say, well, we have our own government, which he's stating right then and there. You know what I mean? By saying, oh, yeah, they're open their own temple and they got their own government going and it's recognized by so and so. And it's, you can see that it's been filed with this and filed. I already know all of that,
501c3.
bro. I already know it. Well, if you're a 501c3, you definitely ain't underneath the profit anyway.
That's what I'm
So,
saying. If he filed anything, he filed it under that.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. We know all about the filing of, and this is what these temples become. You become a government. Our temple
Exactly.
in
You can
LA
form
was
a
their own
government out of
government.
that. Exactly, man.
File with the Secretary of State. We file all the paperwork with the Secretary of State. If anybody been in this as long as I've been in it, you know all of that mumble jumble he's talking
Right,
about.
right, right.
I already know all about all of that.
See, them
And that's,
brothers,
Yeah, yeah,
he
them
can't.
man.
brothers demonstrating church. Them brothers demonstrating church. The prophet said he's demonstrating national and divine
Yeah,
difference.
brother. Man, we can form a government out of Moorish American. They not telling us nothing, man. They just talking, man.
Exactly.
And if
Anybody and
they
everybody can form a government, bro.
and check this out. If they so much of Moroccans, why they not over there arguing with that place Morocco over there? Go argue with them because they using your name, homeboy. Go argue with them. Why you arguing with us? It ain't like we taking y'all name, Morocco or whatever y'all
And that
are.
was my other question for him is going to be dealing with the Sultan when he brought up the Sultan. Well, what Sultan are you speaking of? Because the Sultans are different from when they started back then and today. They're under different sultans. The Sultan today is under the Kingdom of Morocco. Back then, it was the Empire of Morocco. It's a big difference, brother. I can get into it. So he don't want to go down that road. I can really get into what he's speaking about, especially when he bring the sultans and all of that into it. You want to be under this guy today, what you call the sultan? Go ahead. That's the king of Morocco. But
Yeah,
it's
but
not
the
the
prophet
empire. The
said this
empire
is
is
a new era in time now, and nationality is the order of the day. So we is on this.
exactly.
101s.
You see what I'm
101s.
saying?
Key 12. What's your nationality? Moorish American. The prophet wrote this now, not me. Key 13. Key 12 was what's his nationality? Moorish American. Key 13. What's your nationality? Moorish American. Why are we Moorish Americans? Bro just said because we're descendants of Moroccans born in America. Why is he
Born in
saying
America. There it
the
is.
prophet didn't say nothing about Moorish Americans? He the one that told us we Moorish Americans.
101.
And I'm a
101, bro. That's all you got to do is go to and that's why he asked, who do you, man, I don't follow nobody but the prophet. So
That's
shut
it.
up with all of that madness.
He want us
All I
to follow
follow is the
him.
prophet.
He want us to follow
No.
down behind him and
He
whatever
wants
he
you to
created.
he wants you to join his club. That's what he
That's
wants.
it. That's it.
See
I'm
what it
telling you
is.
what he
I'm gonna
wants.
tell y'all what the root is. The root is this word Moorish. When they hear that word more and ish, they really think it mean of or
Like.
they're not
A
breaking it down.
semblance.
Right,
Right.
or assembly. Like they're not breaking it down from a divine standpoint of us being Moorish to America. So what we're saying is on a national level, now that we got to go back home to our origins, we are the descendants of the original Americans. This is what Moorish is defining because most people don't even know what Moorish means. They don't even know what more means.
Oh,
Most people think it means black or color. And when the prophet clearly said it don't mean that. We're not a black color or stain or varnish. So they don't even know what Moorish mean, man. So on a
and then
divine level, you need to understand what Moorish mean. And then determine that's what type of American you are. So what
right.
do
And
Moorish mean
then
to most people?
another thing he said too was dealing with he talking about naturalization. Bro, we don't deal with nationalization. We deal with we deal with nationals, not naturalized. It's a big difference
What
when you
Yeah,
say
he's talking
national.
about the birth certificate and NBCs and
Yeah,
African Americans out
that's
here
all
too.
naturalized things. Of course, we don't deal with that. I'm an American national.
Right.
I'm an American national. I wonder if he even got a passport. You
Exactly,
know,
bro. People like that don't even
this is
have
the things I'm talking about, bro.
Now
The
he got an
things I'm
ID card
talking.
in his pocket for
Right,
sure.
right. Right. This is what I'm talking about. I don't even use. So this is what I'm saying. When I talk to people like this, when I'm telling you something, I'm able to show and prove it. I don't walk around with no state identification. You know, it's a federal United States of American passport. That's what I use for my identification, and all Moors should be using that. That's your traveling identification right there.
Which
That's
takes you out
recognized.
of the jurisdiction of the state and makes
Exactly.
you federal.
As long as you have taken care of that birth certificate part and the name part. You see what I'm saying? All that stuff ties in. All this deals with law, bro. This is the
Right.
part that Noble taught the people, you know? And they
But this
ain't
the
teaching
part
these
you don't
people. He
understand.
just, exactly. That's what I'm talking about, bro. I don't freaking walk around or travel with no freaking license or this or that. Nah, not me. I've
And for
learned.
those that do, that's they you know they ain't on the path. You know, they ain't as far on the path as you on. You know what I mean? They coming on
Right,
that. You feel what I'm saying? They ain't got to that yet.
right, right. It's a
You
learning process.
you
Exactly. You
more
can't get
you
just
more adept
right.
in that. You feel what I'm saying? That's
And
why
that's
you
what I'm
not sitting in
saying.
the temple. He need to go sit
No,
in the temple.
exactly, bro. And that's what I know. What? See, I don't need no temple. I don't need no freaking a club to be in because I know what I got to do. I got to do. There you go, brother. There you go, my brother. That's it. Yep. And I
For
got
those
the.
of us who don't have
Okay,
that
wait
need
a
to get
minute.
it.
Not only that, bro. Now let me show. Oh my God. See, you got to make me get my stuff now. I got to go get my card. See, I got the card as well. You know, that's the book. I have the card. Not only do I have the card, I have the card with my fares on. And how many stars is on the card? You see what I'm
5 star,
saying?
you 5 star.
I'm 4. I'm
Okay,
4. I
that's
missed
top
the
class
5
too.
because I forgot to put down something. But I don't know
Okay,
nobody that got 4. I don't know
yeah,
nobody that got 4.
that's top class
Yeah.
too.
There, my brother. See? My brother. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Let me go grab my stuff.
They just be
But
up here talking, bro.
hey bro,
Yeah, yeah.
no matter the amount of stars,
Yeah.
the passport is, you know, I mean, come on, man. Like,
But you
It's
know what?
universal, dude. It's
Yeah,
universal.
that's real national.
Yeah.
You're a national when you do your documentation and status like that.
That's
They're
what I
just
told
talking,
him.
brother.
I'm an American national, brother. I'm an American national. I bet they treat me different than they treat these ones fools walking around thinking they somebody else,
yeah,
Yeah,
he'll
calling
be the
your
one to
themselves
get beat
black
passport
this
can
across the
and
be
head,
that.
like he said, the rise of the Moors. He'll be right there with him.
exactly talking all that
Yep.
crap, and your
And
passport can be
beat his
used.
feds right off his head.
Your passport can be used for tax exemption. Most people don't even know that, man. Like, man, move around,
Woo.
man. You
Yeah, he
ain't
talking
really
about
know.
taxes, and I mean, if you're really a sheik or adept or understand what's being said, you wouldn't pay no taxes.
Exactly. He just up here emotional, hollering at people, disrespecting people. Ain't even,
Bro, I'll go to Home
acting.
Depot, walk into Home Depot, Target, and all of these and show you right now I don't pay taxes on none of it. So whatever they want to do, like I said, show and prove. Don't sit up there and be talking a good game because you want somebody to join your damn club because I'm not going to join your damn club.
Not at all.
You know?
That's why the prophet said,
Not
"Be
me.
what you know." You ain't got to deal with ones like that because you
Right.
demonstrating what you know.
That's all they looking for, somebody to join their club.
Yeah, and they're gonna try and rape their pockets.
Hold on. How do I get? Who has a question? Yeah, what's the question, Empress Aliyah Bay? Hold on. I'm kind of slow with this. Okay, here it is. Come on. Okay, here it is. I got you. Come on.
I thought I followed you already.
We back. Well, yeah, man. You got a question before I get out of here? I got to get ready for this showdown with this Goofy. Y'all can come through if y'all want, but I'm gonna walk him down and just get him the panel. But this was like I say, we at the 3 hour mark, man. Hey, man, people can say what they want to say. They love judging the book by his cover, by the cover, which is a lower self attribute. Being emotional, talking about something you don't know, judging people. Like you supposed to be an ADAP. You supposed to be a Moorish American who know how to use the mind. But up here, being in your lower self, you
Bro,
can't
still in the low.
bypass. You know what the prophet brought? You can try to tear up what the prophet brought, it'll tear you up. That's another quote that I love about the prophet.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you cannot skip that, bro. Your way is not gonna work. And that's why we're
Hey,
not following them, bro. You know what I'm
and
saying?
and he said your nationality card gonna change in your pocket.
Okay, brother.
Huh?
I keep my identification in my. I had to go get it. You showed yours, I'm gonna show mine. So you on the up and up.
Come on, bro. We documented, bro. Y'all ever heard of undocumented immigrants? We
You
documented, boy. Like, stop it, boy. We know what we doing.
have your
Like, stop it, bro. I'm not an
have your
alien in my own.
have your how do you how do you put your let me see. How do you put your thing up so I can show?
You gotta tap your screen and hit that
Can you
camera.
put me on the
I sure can try.
okay. Tap my screen. Okay. Here we go. Here we go.
Empress, can I follow you? I'm gonna follow you, Empress.
You see it, bro?
Her account.
You got it?
Somebody got the. Nah, hold on. Let me see. I can do it for you. I can do it for you. Camera.
Oh, it didn't come up. It's showing on my end.
Dang, it's something you can do, man. You gotta tap your screen and just hit that camera button and then hit save. It's gonna say save at the bottom.
Okay. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
That's my my passport, bro. Okay. Now that's the passport, brother.
What is that? The card? Or no, that's the book. That's the book.
No. Let me go get my card. Like I said, I keep everything in my card. Give me a second. I'm gonna go get my card. Hold on. I forgot to grab it. You can't play with me.
Empress, your account is private. It won't let me follow you. Your account private.
Come on, bro. The card is for the intercontinental travels on the ports. The book is for international. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that means with the card, you can go anywhere in America, any island. They cannot deny you. You know what I'm saying? Any island you can go to. But the
book is for international stamps.
Right, exactly. It's keeping records of that, you know. So it's good to have both the card and the book, because we got to go on them islands. Like, it's an island in Georgia. I forgot, it's called Tabby, and it's one on Carolina where they came to. See, we got to go studying over all them and going behind them. That's why that card, because some of them islands you need to get that access. I mean, you know, some of them islands you need access, so you need that card. They won't just let you in, is what I'm saying. It's giant.
Right.
Bro.
Okay.
It's islands, it's ports.
So, this is the card, brothers. Now, I keep this in my wallet because this is what I travel with.
Right.
Okay. Same thing. Let me get close to see if you can see the stars on there. I don't know if you can see those 4 stars.
I see them.
You see them?
Yep.
Yeah, that's the stars, bro. That's me. I'm the real deal, bro. Don't come up here with no, you know, and our cards are only supposed to be for the temple anyway. Those are private.
Right. It ain't,
you know, so this is how I travel.
Bro, he's a Morocco subject, bro. He's not no free man. He just sat up here and told it.
He just kept saying he's a subject.
Exactly. Not even listening to himself. So that means you got to get permission from a whole nother dude, man. Get on out of here, man.
I believe we free nationals.
Yeah, come on, Islam, brother. Like, we doing it on our own. We don't need nobody.
We're American nationals, bro. We're American nationals. That's what you are, American national, bro. No damn you. I ain't no U.S. citizen. No, nope, not me.
And then they don't understand that a citizen is someone on a lower level of understanding. As you upgrade your status through like experience through military, traveling, diplomatic work, you upgrade your status through these works. You don't stay
Through
no
demonstrating,
citizen if you
right?
don't want to. You see, so they just thinking because they saying something, you a citizen. No, you gotta act on your status, and that's gonna elevate you. So they not saying nothing, man. Like, man, they just want to feel good. Them words feel good coming out they mouths, man, but it ain't adding to nothing. No action.
Right, yeah. Standing in status, brother. Standing in status. You know what
Exactly.
I'm
And you
saying?
showing the fruits of your labor, bro. Like how this brother just did. He's showing you how he went out and got it done versus somebody just talking. And I guarantee you that brother was up here wasn't gonna show you nothing. Not even a passport like how you.
Look at my page, bro. I show you the books. I got all the blacks. Wait a minute. As a matter of fact, I'll show you something else. A big book nobody will show you. Hold on. Right here. Hold on. Another one. Ain't nobody showing you this.
Commercial code. The uniform commercial code. Yeah, one of my guys, one of my Morris brothers got that book in Chicago. But I need to get it for
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah, that's a thick,
That's a big
thick
boy.
book. That's thicker than the Black's Law Dictionary. You know what I'm saying? But bro, I got them all. Just go to my page. I mean, you can look at it. You'll see it. And I ain't even showed half of my books. So this is what I study, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what I say. I go into debt with this. And you know, people invest in shoes. Oh, I got shoes or whatever, but my investment are my books. You know? That's what I invest in.
Yeah, that's nothing but love up.
Yeah, bro. I ain't gonna, like I said, I can't help nobody until I can help myself. So this is what I do, you know. This brother just wants you to join his club, his so-called team, and be underneath them, and you know, come on, bro.
Yeah,
I
so
done
they
been
can
through
sit
it all,
around,
dude.
you know, so they can sit around
Islam.
hollering at you and stuff. Islam, Empress Aliyah Bay. Islam too.
Islam. Islam Moors. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Salute to you.
Islam.
Okay, so I'm listening to you, Moors, and I'm perplexed on. I love how you guys just broke everything down on how to do the proper steps. I've claimed my nationality kind of in two parts. Probably about 4 years ago, I went, and I mean, when I was real new, I was just only a year into the studies, and I went through all the paperwork, so I have all the sealed documents. And then later on, maybe 2 years later, I went to I joined a temple and I actually proclaimed in a temple. But when I started, studying and learning more, I started finding out maybe the way my temple was possibly moving was not the proper way to do your nationality. So, like, for example, when I joined the temple, I had one of the requirements on my application was you had to submit your social security card and your birth certificate. I had another more tell me that's not correct. And then when they wanted to, file your paperwork or put your status on the record with the county clerk, and the paperwork that they had in the affidavit, it had a spot on it where it was doing business as. Another more told me that's not, you don't need that when you file paperwork in the county clerk and with the county clerk. So I ended up eventually, pulling myself out of that temple, but I have not done all the things you Moors have done because I'm kind of like confused on, well, what is the proper way? And did I really proclaim the correct way? Because the prophet did say go to a temple to proclaim. So that's my question, Morris.
Oh yeah, the way the brother did it, King.
Let me answer that.
Yeah, okay.
Go ahead. So, sister, you said you proclaim your nationality into the temple, correct?
I did, yeah. I did it on paper first, and then
Can you
I joined the temple, and I did it in the
hear me?
temple. Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello? So, do you understand what a proclamation is?
Yes, I have one.
Okay, and did you send that out to the Secretary of State.
Okay, no, because initially when I did my proclamation, I followed instructions, and I hope nobody don't put no salt on his name because I respect the teacher, but I follow the instructions of
No.
Taj, and I filed it that way. But when I went to the temple, I was told to do it a different way.
Okay, let me say it real fast because I'm gonna have to take off in a minute anyway. Sister, we all been through that. I was in the temple too. Okay,
Right.
so just because you stood up there and proclaimed your nationality in the temple, you just proclaimed it with that temple, right?
Right.
So the thing is, you have to put everybody else on notice and your proclamation on notice and letting them know who you are, meaning the governments.
Right.
In the state. Okay. That's when you have it's like, have you put it in the newspaper?
No, I've heard of all that. Like, you got to do it in a newspaper. You got to send it to the 7
Right.
places. But I want to make sure the paperwork I have is correct. I don't want to send out faulty paperwork that's not legit. Do you understand my concern?
Okay,
Like,
yeah, I understand that part. Of course.
right. So
I understand that part.
someone actually was telling me, a Moabitess, she was saying, just go through RV Bay, refile it, and then send it out. But I'm like, okay, I'll have to redo the whole process. So
Right.
that's
There's nothing wrong if you have to refile it or something. There's nothing wrong with that because you're making sure everything is correct. If it wasn't correct the first time, you can resend, and you can resend what we call resend, and basically implement something that's new, incorrect, or whatever, correct it. But there's nothing wrong with that. So, and like I said to the brothers, I used to take all kind of information. But what you have to do is take that information and research it yourself. I found out a lot of things through trial and error.
right.
So that's what I'm saying. And that's how you learn, sister. Sometimes, if you don't have anyone to guide you in the correct way, like I didn't, I had to go through trial and error.
Right.
I'm not saying that everybody has to go through that, because if you know someone who can show you the right way, then that's cool.
Right.
But yeah, it's about putting these people, the government that's in place, on notice of your status and standing and who you are. And
Okay.
you're just not doing that by standing in a temple.
Right.
Okay. So you do have to file paperwork and put that in with this said government, as far as the Secretary of State, and filing the stuff in the newspaper. Now they on notice, and you have proof that they've been putting on notice of your standing and status and your nationality.
Right. Well, I have two.
You know?
I have two heirs that are under 10, and just as a Moabitess, I'm very cautious of how I move, because I don't want any alphabet groups trying to come at me about anything, or any policy enforcers or anything like that. So I'm just real cautious and making sure that I move
And
correctly.
I am too.
Right.
Right. And that's why I said you have to go and research this stuff. You can take it and listen to it, but you have to research it, and they can't hold you accountable, especially if it's in the government's paperwork that you can do this or you can do that. You see what I'm saying? Because you're just doing what you see that you can do, and it's in their paperwork that you can do this, and this is how you do it, by filing this paperwork, implementing this, and basically notarizing. Notarize your stuff, have it notarized, of course, and all of that.
Okay.
So you're not doing nothing else. You're not doing. Trust me, you're not doing nothing illegally.
No, I just have heard horror stories of Moabites getting their children taken and all kind. I'm like, oh no, that's not happening.
They going to do it. Yeah, they doing that. Yeah, no. That's why I say
they doing something they ain't had no business doing.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I just wanted clarity.
You ain't going to squat nowhere and take over somebody's home or. No. Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. You ain't doing none of that. So.
No, I respect the laws, and I know them. So.
And that's what we do. We respect the laws, and we abide by the laws.
Right.
And we follow the laws. That's the whole point. We follow the laws. We ain't creating nothing ourselves.
Right. That's why I follow PNF in, because I like how he get down and he keep it real, and he just and I know the Mo put in the work on the research.
Right. That's right. I can't tell somebody something I really haven't done, and and stand behind it 100% if I haven't done it myself. But when I'm telling you I've done myself, and I'm good.
Well,
I'm so good.
it's just a lot of us
And have
Moabites that are out there, for lack of a better word, that are kind of naked on these processes, and we trying to figure out how to move. We may not have an
you know why,
emperor,
sis?
right? Yeah,
Because they following people, and they're not taking it upon themselves to actually do some research and study what they're doing. You
right,
know
right,
that they're not showing their self-approved. They're just taking what somebody told them to do, and that's how they end up. And then when it comes time to defend it, they can't defend it
right. Because
because
you
they
have
have
to,
no ideas.
right. Being a Moor is being able to know what you need to know and stand on, and standing on your square.
Hey,
Right. Exactly, sis.
hey,
Exactly.
the prophet said, man need a pattern for his life. He need a script to follow.
Right. The same with
You know,
divine law.
like it
Divine
just
law
ain't
is there for a
just
reason.
But some of these Moors, like you said, sis, they're not there to, I can't, come on, I'm not going to put my brothers and sisters in harm's way. That's not in my heart. I don't have a
Right.
heart like that.
Right.
I can't do it. If I don't know something, I'm going to tell you I don't know it, and we're going to
what.
find out together.
Yeah, I appreciate that, because the first
Well,
time,
you would put your brother and sister in harm's way if you were trying to fleece their money. You feel what I'm saying? That's what those
No,
ones are trying to
I'm talking
do.
about me. I'm talking about me.
No, 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 no.
I ain't
I'm saying,
about
no,
fleecing no
I
money.
know what you're saying. I'm just saying, if you
Yeah,
were trying to do that,
yeah,
you would end up doing something to put your brother and sister in
yeah,
harm's way.
and I've
yeah.
been
I ain't.
You know?
one of them sisters. When I filed my paperwork the first time, I went through a moral, and I didn't know. I went through a moral line, and he charged me $3,000 for my paperwork.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
what
they
So,
doing a lot of fleecing. They just getting
hold up.
over. Like they ain't.
Excuse me, 1 second. Hey, you need to let me know who that is, because we setting up a slick little agency to go at all them Moors. Anybody who ever charged somebody an outstanding amount of money, we putting them on blast. So you need to let me know who that is. That ass
yeah,
serious.
I'll connect with you, Mo.
Yeah, we coming for all of them on the federal level. Yeah, you're going down. Everybody who ever charged the Moabites for some money for a nationality that's free, you're going down. You better know
Yeah,
that.
they weren't
That's going to
supposed to charge
start.
you for nothing. Only thing they should charge you for is for the cost, whatever the cost it is to do it through the paperwork. You
Whatever them
know.
Right,
paperwork and the processing fees, you know what I'm saying?
like the
Right.
postal and
Exactly.
stuff. Right,
Exactly.
right.
Yeah, the little
Okay.
processing
Exactly.
fees and the stamping and the notary.
Yeah,
That's
Right.
all.
Exactly.
the
That's it.
prophet say the prophet said a servant is worth his hire. Right now, $3,000 or exceedingly amount, like that's outrageous. But a servant is worth
And
his
see,
hire.
that's what hurts me, man. When I hear stuff like this, especially, and like I said, I was in the temple and I observed this myself when I seen brothers and sisters and Moors just suffering because they really didn't have that knowledge and didn't know what to do. So they had to go to these Moors and look up to them and ask them, okay, what it, and they would just, like I said, send them down this road to
That's
nowhere. And
crazy,
I felt
man.
Yeah.
so
Right.
bad, bro. So that's what got me going and got me digging into these books.
Right,
I'm
Right.
telling you,
right.
you look at the books on my page, you're going to see what I study. Law. Nothing
Well,
but law.
I do the same. I study Black's Law, Uriel Bay. I try to study as many Moors as I can.
Man,
I
I
don't
hate
study
this
the Moors. I'm in the books.
I mean, I'm in the
Study the
books.
But
I
like
the
don't
you
mean
said,
prophet, sister.
I don't mean it like that.
yeah.
Hold
Study the
up, hold
prophet.
up,
These
hold
Moors
up,
gonna do
I,
you dirty.
hold up. I keep the
no, I
prophets.
know,
Oh
sis.
wait,
I know you didn't mean it like
I
that.
mean no.
I know you didn't mean it like that.
I keep
I
Allah
know.
first and then the prophet. Allah comes first.
Yeah, yeah. But like I
But
said, you can take what some of these Moors say and you can go and research it and study it. Like I said,
right,
my ears and eyes is wide open. So I listen to everything
see,
because they
see,
can
see,
teach you what to do and what not to do.
see,
Same
check it out
difference,
right
you
quick.
know.
See, Aaliyah Bay, this is what the problem is. You see what King Cali showed us on how to put himself in a standing in law in America. These
right.
other Moors is trying to separate and overthrow the government, and it clearly says not to do that in the Constitution.
It sure
Exactly
does.
what
It
they're
sure
doing.
does. It
That's why
sure
we got
does.
rid of Tosh Tariq Bey, the Rise of the Moors. We don't listen to them anymore because they're separatists
Yeah.
instead of being, upright.
Well,
You
from
know,
my
We
understanding and my research, all of those documents are ours anyway. So that's an oxymoron for you to go against it. You going against your ancestors, and you going against truth
thank
because
you.
they got all these laws and this government from us. So how you gonna go against your own self? That don't even make sense.
And guess what? That was the topic of this video right here. Look, it says it. The United States, hold on, man, it's not the United States of America. Notice how they always say the the United States, Supreme Court. They never mention America because we was
Exactly.
already separate. We was already situated. They're just copying us.
Yes, because that's the
right.
true de jure, that's the true de jure of it. It's also going against divine law because if you look in Black's Law Dictionary, the one of the definitions for land is more.
Right.
So we are the land. We're walking it in the flesh. So if you really start studying and understanding all those things, you would know. So how you gonna say you didn't come from this soil? You're from a whole nother continent. No, you're not.
All right. What state you
This
in, sister?
I'm in the gloomy state of Indiana, but I originally come
Okay.
from the territory of California.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
we
Hmm.
gonna get you right ASAP because I'm gonna tell you what, emulating the prophet involves, uplifting humanity and injure humanity, which is the woman, right? So our
Right.
mission is to uplift y'all to y'all proper status. So the children are how to light, like
Right.
how Mary and Elizabeth gave Jesus and John the light.
But see, I need to
Metaphorically.
connect with you. I need to connect with some. I've been on the digital side. I've been on a few more platforms and gotten different information. But I really need to get it fine tuned because I have a 3-year-old that I
Mm-hmm.
purposely did not get I did not get him a birth certificate when I had him. But I need to get him his paperwork right so I can move right. But he is a bae.
Mm-hmm.
I gave him the pedigree and all that and made sure he had the right title when I gave birth. So, but I got to get him
Mm-hmm.
right as far as on the Moore side.
Yeah,
So
on the
from
Right.
proclamation side, like the brother brought up, and then getting all your other documents, with your pictures and notary
Right.
and recognition or whatever, and other documents that's gonna put Moorish American Free National name on there versus the other little misnomer. But yeah, we
exactly.
do all that for the ladies and the
Sister, you
children.
you you did you say
It's so
Hmm.
sad, man. It's so
did
sad.
did
And
you
Another
say that
what?
sister
your three
Oh,
before you.
huh? And what?
did you say
I
your
was
3-year-old doesn't have a birth certificate?
No, I didn't get him one because I took the birth certificate. I mean, I took the
That's a
paperwork.
good thing.
That well, I know it is, but it's not kinda. I'm still kind of. I still have a regular job, and like right now, I can't get him on my insurance because they require that you submit a birth certificate. So he kind of walking, kind of naked. I don't like that, but
Now,
I
now,
got to
now,
figure out. I mean,
now, mind you, I
I
don't
went
know.
I went out and got him private insurance, but it's super expensive.
Yeah,
You
that's
know
high.
they don't ask for all that, but if I do it through my job, that's a requirement. They won't even touch it if you don't have a birth certificate.
But
See,
but
this is this is
won't
just
an
ridiculous, brothers. We
won't an
should never
EIN
have
number do
our
the same thing as the birth certificate?
Huh? I'm sorry.
no EIN is
Um,
it works as a social. EIN
Yeah,
works
No,
as a
oh,
social
yeah,
okay,
security.
so
right.
okay.
hold
Now, mind
on,
you, I
hold
don't
Yeah.
know.
on,
I'm just
brothers.
I'm
To,
just
to,
trying to
to answer
demonstrate.
that question, you can use the ITIN number. You can create that to get insurance, though. You can use the ITIN number, though.
That's what I
Okay,
was thinking.
Yeah, not
okay.
the EIN number. Use
Just
the
give them that
individual
number.
tax number for
But
your
but
child.
see but see
ITIN. My bad.
the one thing that's
TIN. I
frustrating
have the EIN.
the one thing
Right.
that's frustrating being a Moabite is when I had them in the territory of California. And I connected when I went out there. I'm from there, but I didn't know where the Moors were, the temples were. I connected with some Moors. I spoke to them, and I'm like, look, I'm about to have this baby. I know some of the steps, but can y'all help me so when I go into the hospital, he can be legit. I'm gonna make sure he has bay and all that. No shots, no none of that. And they were like,
Well,
well,
see,
sis, well, hold on, let me tell you what
the
I got. They were like, well, sis, we really don't deal with the hospitals. So you can go through all the process, but when you come out, then we'll help you fix it.
Nah,
I'm
that's not a
like,
good answer because your exemptions cover
That's
you in the
that's
hospital.
not quite accurate.
Yeah, your exemptions cover you. You know, with the profit set up for you, you still exempt from them shots and all of them. You know what I'm saying? All of
well,
that.
I stood 10 toes down and I told him, you're not giving my baby nothing. And he gonna be with me in here the whole process. But they kept coming in there trying to intimidate me. And I'm like, nah, he ain't getting none of that. And
That's
I
love.
said what I said.
That's
You know
nothing
what I
but love.
mean?
That's
You
nothing
know?
but love, man. Yo, check it out. I got other guests up here, and because I gotta go, I want them to,
No, go
expand.
ahead. I just had that question. I appreciate you, Mo.
Yeah, we got his connection, King Kali Slots, man, and we're gonna go through him and we're gonna link up and at a later date and make sure that we get this information out and set up our own office where people can come to a trusted source, man. But I got Yusuf up here and our other good brother. Y'all want to ask some questions before they get up out of here because King Kelly said he gotta go.
Well, you just kind of
Yeah,
touched
I got to
down
go
on it.
too.
I was about to suggest what is the trusted source because I do my studies. You know me, PNF. You know I got the library, got the books, and I'm coming to a standstill in the confusion. And now, from what I can see, that looked like the correct route would look like the United States of America Republic, USAR, and it would also seem to be like AMPAC, but they went two completely different routes. United States of America Republic followed the temple. We Moorish Americans, we Moroccans, former Moors, and now we, born in the States, XYZ, and they working with the Constitution. But the AMPAC boys was like, nah, we're not Americans. We're Moroccans still. We're returning to a Moroccan state. So
Yeah.
that's two completely separate routes that both look accurate. And I want to get the distinguishments of that. Where do we learn this at?
Yeah, I rock with Cannon Bay and the USAR. That's the only other group I rock with, and the Temple. And I rock with them because they accept the Temple as authority on the religious side and the business side. And one thing about that brother, man, he allowed all of us to come and interact. It's no, secrets or whatever. But the impact dudes, they're actually slandering Moorish Americans to make a name for themselves. And it's a lot of stuff that don't make sense. And much love to them. I always tell them that much love to that, but y'all don't got to talk about us to make
I
a
got to go.
statement.
Peace and love.
I salute to you,
Peace and
brother. We're
love,
gonna be
bro.
getting up with you soon. But I say you saw, brother. I think you saw somebody we can sit down with that makes sense, that's aligning with what Noble Drew Ali got and the Constitution of America, USA. You know what I'm saying? He alignment with both of them. So I think you saw is where we need to, sit down on a governmental level and start, doing business on that level. That's my opinion of talking to them and their governors and reading their constitution, even read his constitution. It just make a lot of sense, man, on the administrative level. And if y'all notice, a lot of this, I've been
Who is
saying
that?
that.
Cannon Bay.
Yeah, Cannon Bay. A lot of this stuff I'm talking, I've been talking it, but I'm parroting Cannon Bay. You know what I'm saying? When I mentioned we are the American Republic, because that's what it was established before, the Reconstruction era. If y'all know what that is, and the Confiscation Acts, that's what it was. And we're going back to, that old time religion or whatever, what it used to be. But yeah, I'm rocking with USAR and the temple, on the basic level, obviously. But on the grown man government of the leaders of the nation, USAR is the future, man. Hands down, man. I'm sorry, man. Shout out to everybody else. Because one more thing, remember you got Moorish American, Moorish Science Temple of America, Inc., Mealy Ill and Kirkman Bay, all these different factions. Well, all of these are factions of the prophets corporation, 805 ILCS Corporation in Illinois. They're all splinters of that. You see what I'm saying? So we got to look at it from that point of view on who got that and who is still doing what the prophet instructed. I look at it like that, and Cannon Bay is the closest thing to me on the government level. And you know what I'm saying, the freedom level and the business level. I don't know nobody else doing it on the national side, because you got to go to the temple and become guiders of the nation, not sit in the temple all for the rest of your life. That's not what the temple is for. You feel me? What I'm saying? That's our religious salvation, spiritual salvation. Our earthly salvation is out on the highways and the byways. You know what I'm saying? Putting our solid rock foundation down, and laying the law down in these different avenues all across this country and this world, man. So we are the leaders of the nation, man, and that is USAR, man. And we already got the flag, because the prophet had the flag, the 48 stars, and he obviously had the Moorish flag. So the truth don't change. So they coming in here to impact with a whole new different flag. If the truth don't change, and if the prophet said your way won't work, we don't got no business listening to them. But we can listen to them to learn where they're wrong so we can gauge ourselves.
Learn from a
Yeah,
dummy.
that's why I want them two at the table. I want them two at the table. We need a meeting of the Moors, and we need to, sit at the table about these legalities.
So that's what we're gonna do, brother. I'm gonna go to contact Cannon Bay, and I'm gonna try to get up with a Sultan. I think they Sultan or whatever, and see if he'll do that. Cause I'm going to go ahead and renew all of my documentation. Cause you're always, bettering yourself as you go forward, like the other brother said, learning from your mistakes. I'm finna renew all my documentations and my proclamations, and make my own statement from my own leadership vantage. And I want to sit down with Kenu Umar Bay, Cannon Bay, Braswell Bay, or whatever, as the youth. We're the youth coming up. We're the new 40-year-olds. We are the leaders. So yeah, we're gonna sit down with them and see what we can, what we interpret what the prophet instructed. You know what I'm saying? Versus the old. Bring in the new versus the old. So yeah, we're gonna do that, brother. We're gonna include you because you called D Calico. Morris Master Teacher. It's a lot of cold-blooded people on here with this information, but it's all about the Moabites getting that information to them so they can be free and the youth can be free. And that's what we should be working towards out of love, man. The youth, not up here competing on who the best at lying or, giving out information the prophet already brought, So that's what I'm on, bro. And I'm doing that this year, man. And, hopefully we can do that and sit at the table because I'm rocking
Don't
with
want to
some
do anything but carve out proper paths. You feel?
exactly. Make it easier for the youth. So, we don't want them to struggle like we did, getting arrested or paying taxes or getting taxed out your mind, getting charged out your mind, not having land, etc. We want to make it a little bit easier for the youth, man. And, we got to be men. Men is in the government, not on the streets. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we got to do that, man. And yeah, like how we've been leading on this TikTok, we need to lead in person in reality. And yeah, salute to you, Empress Leah Bay. I got nothing but love for you, and we there for you. But yeah, man, I got to get out of here. Anybody else want to say something before I go, man? I got to make a run right quick, and I'm going back live at 7 p.m., man. For anybody who don't know in the chat, salute to everybody who been here from the whole duration. We'll be back, and this video is going on YouTube, by the way. Go on my profile and subscribe to PFN God Mode TV, and make sure you subscribe to that. And
Wait, hold up. I do gotta say something real quick, right? I got 2 words. Fuck opium. All right, go ahead.
Hold on, brother. I hope you go live, brother, so we can do another rundown on them goofies, man.
Why everybody been going at opium? That shit been funny. What's going on with that boy?
Man, that boy that don't want to listen, man, he just emotional too, man. They fail to listen, man. And where you fail to see yourself, others discover you most plainly. On the real. Got something for you before we get out of here, brother. Want to come up here playing with me? Go on back with your Indian flag, brother. Hold on, they ain't even showing it. Hold on, let me get the smaller one. Hold on, brother. Where you at, brother? Here you go. You feel me? Go on back with your tether flag, bro. Y'all are not Americans. Y'all are separate nations, brother. Just get that out your mind. America is your own tribe. It's our own, not tribe, but our own nation. Separate nation from y'all. Y'all got y'all own flag. Stop trying to claim our American nation, bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all is trying to usurp America with India, which is a misnomer from Europe or somewhere, Indo-Europe or something. Like, move around, bro, with your tether flag and your two spirit ways, bro. Like, you emotional. You flag J Money Channel and then gonna pop back up in the chat. Man, you ain't no blood. Bloods is a Moors group, bro. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we'll run down, boy. I hope you do go live so we can run them down once again. Oh yeah, Sheikah Maguel is my guy. Like, what? I'm gonna try to get him on TikTok. And we definitely building with Sheikh Maguel. He's in the field on any Buster Rudy Poo. Fake pretendian, fake Pan-African. He on a domes. No Diddy, man. You know what I'm saying? Nothing but love to that brother, Empress Ilya Bay. He is a fellow Illinoisan, you know what I'm saying? Fellow Alabamian, fellow Imperial Moor, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, salute. But anyway, man, like I said, I gotta go do something. I'll be back at 7 p.m. If J Money got there and go live, we gonna be on his channel. You know what I'm saying? And I'll catch y'all later, man. You know what I'm saying?
Islam,
Peace.
Moab.
Hey, Islam,
Peace and love.
IJS. Hey, you came through like a champion too, double love, boy.
Hey, I'll be back in 30 minutes though.
All right,
I'm
30
gonna come
minutes,
through
y'all.
and sit with you at 7 o'clock.
All right, number love, bro.
Islam. Peace and love, everybody.
This joint is playing with me.